Bang! Bolt action.
Bang! Captain's in the house. What's up, Captain? In the chat.
Captain Awesome's here. Rogue Nation.
Yes, he is. He just joined.
Save the Humans. What's up?
Chat.
Peanut. Good evening. Rogue Nation.
He is. He just joined. Oh, we got a little bit of a delay echo on somebody.
Sorry, yeah. Was that me?
It might be. I don't know. I'll find out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday night Bang Open Chat. Thank you all for joining us. We already got a guest up on panel here. We'll introduce him. We'll let Rice Crispy introduce him in a minute. Thank you all for joining us. What's going on, everybody? Corey, how you doing, bud? Haven't talked to you in a while. You froze? Am I froze? Everyone seems
to be. He's frozen. But yeah, Eyes on the State.
Eyes on the State is rocking the.
Good. How are you?
Control here.
There we go.
There he is.
I feel like I'm frozen.
Your picture is froze, but we can hear you.
I guess.
Hello.
Wolfie Gladley's in the house in the chat. He says, "What's up, frauditors?"
You got to catch up to us, Wolfie. And joining us tonight is my buddy. What is it now? Like 14 years, almost 15 years. Alexander Noir. If you don't know about him, go check his YouTube channel out. You can see a few of his videos, music videos that he has on Royal Voice Records, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, you want to tell us more about that and how long you've been doing that, like where you went to school and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I grew up in California. I'm living in New York City right now. Been working on music for the last, 10 years probably. So just grinding really songwriting tips lately with other artists. And
sounds kind of bad.
Can you guys hear me?
You're quiet and you're a little muddled, Alexander.
Yeah, it's like muffled. Yeah. Oh, is that a Lauryn Hill cap you have? That's cool.
Yeah.
There you go. That's much better.
I was just saying that I've been grinding on the songwriting tip out here in New York, and working with different artists and trying to get some credits. Some big name credits coming my way, so I'm working on that. And yeah, just out here, man. Been hustling. I went to school at Brooklyn College. I got my degree in business. I had an internship at Def Jam, so that's kind of what got me to New York. And now I'm out here just trying to continue that grind. And I think pretty soon I'm going to come with a little political channel I'm working on right now. So I'm about to do my own YouTube thing. So I've been working and talking to Finn about, how to go about that and how to monetize my YouTube and all that. So cooking up new games for the New Year's. 2020's been weird, but
Yeah.
To see the
continue.
Yeah. No, we'll help you out with that channel. It's going to be called. You came up with a name, right? Because your name is Alexander, and it's going to be about political stuff.
Yeah. The channel's going to be called Apolitical.
Nice.
Apolitical. I like that.
Yeah.
But you're going to be very political, not apolitical at all, right?
Yeah, that's it's a play on words. But it's also it's meant to be an invitation to people who are not political,
Yeah.
I think I want the conversation to open up to, a lot of people that don't typically, find interest in politics. So that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, it takes a lot of digging these days. You have to really make sure you know stuff about a candidate and be able to defend their positions. So if you do that legwork for people who are not really, because the long story short is that this is the age of apathy, where people are they're just fine, or they won't even show up. So that's what really kind of like got you into the idea, right? Is the last time nobody showed up to vote. People were just disillusioned by Bernie getting robbed, by Hillary, and it was just, this is my take on like what you and I have talked about. It's just because people don't care, because there's no good information out there. You find that good information, get people interested, and back the right candidate. So I think we need somebody like you, man. This country does.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it up and going before November, because after that we got 4 more years of whatever.
No, it's gonna be definitely before the end of summer.
Right on. So where do you lean politically? You want to tell us something like that? Are you a right winger? Are you racist?
I love Trump. No, I'm just kidding.
We have always remained apolitical and a-religious here. Not always. We sometimes have guests say a prayer or give an opinion. So you're free to give yours. And we do not. What do you call that? The typical disclaimer as far as like political things. Unless you say something that I totally agree with, and then I say I back that one. And it's usually like that. You and I see eye to eye. So go ahead, bro.
Oh, I mean, man, put me on the spot, but I mean, I guess I just feel like I think a lot of people want the same things. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of the main scam. Is like that. I think everybody kind of has the same idea of like what they want from the government, but just don't really agree on maybe how to get to it or what's most important. I feel like there's a lot of conversations about a lot of random things all the time, but like the basic things like healthcare and stuff, like those things should be really easy, So like I think that's kind of like one of the main things one of the hurdles that we have to get over is just like that divisiveness and making it seem like we don't all actually need healthcare, or we don't all want to fight climate change, or we don't all want everyone to be equal, and just like super basic things. I feel like people really make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be, at least for some of those major things. You know what I mean? But when it comes to social issues and stuff, like obviously people have different differences of opinion, the more subjective topics and stuff. But I just, even for a starting point, I think just getting a basic things like seems like such a task. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of things that people agree on are really easy, but they focus on other things that they disagree on more. It's that divisiveness you mentioned. And if we focus, on the things that make us the same instead of the things that make us different, then we can get something accomplished. And something accomplished doesn't always mean like we have to like throw money at it. Hey, there's a lot of crap money being wasted, and that's something that I've told you about. What we do, we go around and we ask for the comprehensive annual financial report from each city hall we go to find out where the money is actually going. What can we use this for? Because if we're buying, a whole bunch of new police cruisers in this city, when we're not hiring new police, it's just going to be sitting around there just to justify. Somebody's walking around with money in their pocket. There's a lot of corruption. So if we stop funding that kind of stuff, and it's not just on the local level, on the national level too. We have fighter jets that we don't have trained pilots to fly, but we wanted to throw McDonnell Douglas and Lockheed Martin a bunch of billions of dollars. So we made it happen. Those billions of dollars, let's take, what is it, $50 billion, which could take care of, hey, YouTube watcher, take care of every homeless person on the streets tonight. $50 billion can build them a house and give them $1,000 a month for a year. And not every homeless person is going to want to take that. Same with veterans. A lot of people say, oh, how come you don't help the veterans before you help these people on the border? Well, guess what? A lot of veterans are sick and tired of the government too, and they're not going to go accept their handout, not just for pride, but because of caution also. Yeah, and a lot of places that like for homeless people, you got to conform and become clean first, and you can't go in there unless you pray a certain way, and they won't give you help unless you convert or something like that. And we've seen that happen throughout the ages. So if we could get actual help that isn't judgmental or have to jump through hoops and bureaucracy, and it wouldn't be our government. But yeah, that would work.
Yeah, right. Let me add to that too, if I may, Wrights. And you had said, let me rewind slightly. You had said to Mr. Noir, you had to that. Oh, hold on, I got an issue. What? Oh, never mind, it left. You had said to Noir that.
I gotta do that.
That agree. I didn't call you a bitch. What?
The drama.
Agreeing doesn't always mean agreeing to give money to something is what you had said, right? And I would expound on that and say agreeing doesn't always mean that we all believe the same thing. Agreeing to disagree is a very political statement as well. We can take a platform and look at other people's platform, and we can agree that our platforms are different. In politics, that doesn't happen very often. You always argue your platform, argue my platform, instead of saying, hey, listen, I get where you're coming from. And that's another way to agree in politics as well.
It happens every 2 and 4 years.
Yeah, well. Yes.
There's never any compromising,
Right.
There we go. You got a headset? I know I don't feel like putting mine on either. Can you guys hear me okay, or should my headset?
We can hear you, right, pretty well. We're having trouble with Alexander. If he's got a headset, that'd be.
I don't know if this will work.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, I think so. I think those will work. Let me see the chat. I haven't read the chat in a little bit.
I got yelled at.
What's
I don't know
up?
why.
YouTube watcher, thanks. Hey, News Now, California.
News Now, California.
Fire. Not an imposter. What's up?
That? Is that better?
In the house. Yeah, that is better, Alexander.
Okay.
Proto
Cool.
News Media. What's up? Noten, not an imposter. What's up? Truth 101. Phoenix.
Top Watch. What's up, man?
I can't see anybody else.
Well, if you go to YouTube and go to the Bolt Action News Group channel, you can see the live stream happening on YouTube. There's probably like a 5-second delay, maybe. And then you can see the chats on the side.
Stalker, there's a link a little bit above you. There's 2 of them in a row that are from Boltax News Group, one to Facebook, one to YouTube. If you click on that link, oh, there they are again. If you click on one of those links and follow the directions, you should be able to come on up and tell your story.
Yeah, speaking of telling stories, Alexander, you want to tell us about your study abroad? You majored in business, and that took you to, how do you pronounce it?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I was just trying to get the live thing.
Oh, okay.
Fake news, what's going on?
Fake news. What the
Any idea?
doing here? Fake news. Welcome. Always good to see you.
All right, hold on real quick. Let me just move this. Boom.
I don't know if I clicked that, or if you clicked that, Eyes. I'm sorry. I don't know if I did that.
Yes, please. New Smyrna Times, thank you. Bang that like, y'all. Hit the like button.
Bang it. Bang that like.
Oh, New Smyrna Times, the intro and the outro of your beach video, perfection. Excellent work, sir. Excellent cinematography. All that stuff in between, good work too. but you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
What's up, Peanut?
So yeah, where'd you go for school abroad?
I went out to Barcelona, man.
That's not
Barcelona.
it's Barcelona.
Barcelona. No, yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
¿Y cómo
I
la
did that
pasaste?
when I was like 23, and how old was I? I was like 22, something like that. Yeah.
¿Y fuiste a otros lugares cuando estabas allá?
Yeah, I also went to Paris, Amsterdam, Germany. I went to Oktoberfest, went to Lisbon, went to Portugal, went to some really dope places, man.
Cool.
Amazing. I'm about to go to Brazil in February. It's about to be a wave.
En Brasil te vas a poder defender con tu español. Yo creo que te entienden si tú le hablas en español.
Yeah, man. Why are you trying to force me to speak Spanish?
Showing off, man. Showing off. I like to have people practice too. So, I was just telling him that he should be able to defend himself in Brazil with his Spanish because Brazilian Portuguese is kind of like Spanish and Italian mixed, kind of.
Yeah, I used to take calls I used to work for like a phone line service, taking inbound calls, and I would do the Spanish calls, and sometimes they would send me like the Portuguese speakers, and then I would just try to like pick little words out and figure out what they're saying because it's so different, but there is a little bit of similarity where you can kind of like understand a little bit of like what they say.
Yeah, and then some of it is like, why would they use that word for that? Where did that come from? Yeah, so they got Bolsonaro. How do you pronounce the president's name? He got COVID.
Oh, who, in Brazil?
Yep.
Yeah, Brazil's got it bad right now.
They always have everything bad. There's something in the water down there. Like literally, there's something in the water. From what I hear, that actually it's so contaminated, it's affecting people. I saw something like that on Joe Rogan. It could be horseshit. So you said someone's in the basement?
Nobody's in the basement.
No. Where are you at, Bill? Billionaire.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Is that Eyes on the State?
Yeah, Eyes on the State.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? We can't see you, bro.
How you doing? I know I'm off right now on the cam.
What happened to Scott?
Did he say he's on the can? You're on the can?
No, the cam.
Yeah. You hear weird noises, you know it came from Eyes on the State.
Nah, not me.
Hey,
Wasn't
Stock.
me.
Stock keeps trying to type his. Hey, what's up, Leslie? Stock keeps trying to type his story, but jump on up, Stock. We gave you the link.
Yeah, the Stock caregiver.
Yeah, jump on up and hear it.
Yeah, come on up here.
Here's the link again. I'm throwing it up.
I'll have to get my government mandated mask if I get on, though.
Hillbilly Patriot, welcome aboard as usual. And Leslie Sylvan, thank you again.
I might have another one in here. I don't know. I had a couple of them. This one I might have that I can have a cigarette with on top of it. Let me see. I think I already pre-cut this one.
You cut your mask to house a cigarette?
Yes, I did. I did indeed.
Always thinking.
Always.
Planned ahead for that shit. Yep, this is the one that I can
My
do.
mask right here. You see the mask?
I can even.
Right.
I can
the
even.
pixelated art. Like it.
I can even drink with it too, I think.
Say
I
again?
have a couple of them. I think I can even drink with this one too. I think. Hang on.
Well, I went up to the St. Pete and Clearwater area last weekend or 2 weekends ago last weekend and joined up with Rice Krispie, and we went out and did some auditing, and more than that, we went out and had a good time just kind of being in the same space with each other. That was nice. But it was my first time since this whole COVID thing started. It was my first time that I've been in an area where masks were mandated, were mandatory.
Yeah.
So it's the first time that I've worn a mask in this entire scenario.
See, it's easier just to wear one like that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There we go. See, that's what you do. They want to mandate it. That's what you wear.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I went in the bank yesterday, and the bank that I use has a mandatory mask. But it was the first time down here that I've ever seen a mandatory mask down in my area.
Yeah, I was wearing my shamag and
Yeah.
the tiger or the shark mouth mask. Those things I've had for years. I mean, the shark mouth one, I've had it for woodworking, like whenever I cut pressure treated wood or any type of project that I don't want to breathe whatever I'm working with. I put that on, and then as soon as they became legal, of course I put it on. So many people are like, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And I know I tell you about this every week, but think about it. I get to tell cops to step back 6 feet, and they can't see my face. It's wonderful. Don't fuck this up for me.
Unless they
That is
snap them off your face like they did me.
Oh yeah, that was messed up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a video of that? Show everybody what we're talking about.
360 degrees of it.
What is that? I'm not up with my text lingo. What is WTG? I don't know what that is.
Way to go.
Way to go. Oh, okay, way to go.
Yeah.
Am I showing my age? Sorry.
Nah, I didn't know that one.
No,
All
really?
right, go.
Well, see, Save the Humans knows that one, and so do older folks who have like their children and grandchildren graduating. Way to go, Stevie! I'm just messing with Save the Humans now.
Sorry, I don't know it. So hey, we got Stalked up here now.
All right on. Welcome aboard, Stock.
Are you there?
Protector.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can hear you.
Okay, sorry guys, first time on a live stream.
Right on, man. Welcome.
Yeah, both you guys. Welcome.
Yeah, so I've been watching the other guy who's been coming on the show recently. I guess I just found a link to him and what's been happening to him. So
Which guy is that?
I'm trying to think of his name. Hold on.
What
I guess
was his story?
He was on, I guess, the last uploaded stream that you guys had.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who's facing 13 years for having a couple of magazines in his glove box or something?
No, I guess it was the guy who they took him out on a boat or whatever. The story about the going out on the boat.
Yeah, David, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening? Well, one of the first things I noticed is how a lot of targeted people I'm coming across, their profiles on YouTube that I had noticed in the past, but I've had so many different accounts and so many different email addresses and so many jobs that it's absolutely utterly ridiculous at this point. And I've been made homeless so many times that I'm not even getting my tax money. So what originally happened was I was assaulted in the state of Illinois. My assault was admitted in court when I was falsely accused. My child was violently kidnapped from my home, and my abusers also took it upon themselves to completely empty my home out. even the silverware that I was preparing food with. Then it started with, me being let go from jobs. I have a whole lot of stories and documentation, but I also believe that I was picked up off the streets of Denver, Colorado, and they had me go get my cavities done. And ever since I've had my cavities filled, I've been followed around by hundreds and hundreds of people, literally hundreds, by the hundreds. I started noticing it.
So you
I think they were doing it.
You believe they implanted some tracking devices in your teeth? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, here's the issue. I've paid taxes to the state of Illinois. I paid taxes to the state of Colorado. I paid taxes to the state of Virginia, and now I paid taxes to the state of Maine. And I still haven't gotten any of my tax money in this process of being stalked and harassed out of my every job.
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking is, what do you do? You said,
yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. So the people who kidnap.
What do you do for work? Or what did you do for work before they fired you?
At the time, I was working in Illinois at a small French restaurant, a kitchen, when my son was violently kidnapped from me. And
what
then,
does violently kidnapped mean? What is violently kidnapped?
DCF,
How did they
probably.
describe that?
Okay, so what basically happened is all this went down. I was the head of the household. The house was in my name. I had provided the house for the child. And
I know where this
when they
is
were trying, yeah, well, here, yeah, the mother of the child basically, she had a warrant for arrest that I didn't know about. They hauled her off to jail, and her parents kidnapped my son. And then when I left Illinois to move to Colorado because I needed, and this is another weird thing, when they left me in the house alone, and after they kidnapped the child, I started experiencing immediate shocks to my lower back. At the time, I didn't know anything about electronic harassment or stalking. And they got me evicted from my home, and I was having to pay for a hotel to go to my job in Illinois. And
Wait a minute. You can't skip over and placate electronic harassing like that. What are you talking about? Electronic harassing? They put something.
I believe that they were electronic harassing me before they had me chipped in Colorado. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to give you a timeline. I can submit all this guys to you. I'm trying to update my timeline of abuse now.
No,
I have about 3.
And we want to hear you out. Listen, this is the thing. When you're coming on here and you want to tell your story, the best thing to do is try not to work yourself up. As emotionally difficult as it was for you to go through that, it's people won't listen if you're just like making hyperbolic statements and then getting all hyped up and people check out, bro. So just take a deep breath, count to 4, let us know what happened to you, bro.
Okay, well, needless to say, it all started in the state of Illinois, and this was in 2000. It was January 9th, 2014 when the child was kidnapped. January 9th, 2014. All this is documented.
Kid at the time.
It's all documented.
Okay.
And it's sealed on the internet now. It's sealed forever. So.
How old was your kid at the time, I'm saying?
I would say he was 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay.
What happened in the custody?
He was just he was basically just saying bye-bye and dad barely walking.
What happened in the custody hearings and stuff?
They have never issued me a summons. There's no custody arrangement. They've literally been following me around, harassing me and stalking me for this many years. I got all of it documented. I got videos of them literally doing a military psyops in front of my place of employment. It's on the internet right now. I have 4 different YouTube pages, and I'm going to send you guys all the links to them.
Please.
So you can see these motherfuckers doing this shit. That other guy who was taken out on that boat, that ain't nothing compared to what they've done to me. That ain't shit.
It's not.
I'm coming on this show. I'm ready to file a complaint with the UN. At this point, I don't care.
Don't go to the UN.
So where? The UN?
Do not go there. It's a long walk.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'm going to just file in federal court, federal Supreme Court. You know, a lot of this stuff started happening after I reported identity theft to the FBI too, guys.
Yeah.
I reported identity theft to the FBI. They said the victim's advocacy unit through the FBI immediately contacted me back, said, file a police report in Colorado for the identity theft, and then go down to the courthouse and take out another protection order. Well, guys, my assault was even admitted in court in the state of Illinois. And when I followed up with 3 protection orders on 3 different people, I was denied. Guys, after I got to Colorado and I took out the report for identity theft, had the report in hand, I was denied again, and the judge in Colorado threatened me with contempt of court for trying to get a protection order for an admitted assault. That's on public record, guys.
Hey, what's Mitchell Investigative Group, LLC? What is that?
Well, guys, I don't know. Here's what I think happened. I don't understand a lot of the technology, but I can tell you one thing. They've been hacking into my emails address. A lot of stuff's going out, not coming in. I think a lot of my messages on YouTube are being changed. I'm being demonetized. Needless to say, I believe that because so many people are following me, that there's some type of glitch in the system now in YouTube and on our World Wide Web. What happened was I would go to look at other people's comments on videos, or I would go on mine, and immediately something would pop up, like almost like a glitch. It was almost like a tag to like a website, or like it wasn't a normal comment, needless to say, almost like a bot had written it. You know what I'm saying?
Here,
Yeah.
A video.
That happens.
It
That
says
happens.
Rastafari knoweth all things. Rastafari.
That happens. Hey, that happens when they go back and change something in the Matrix. So,
Well, now I verify everything, guys. So I started verifying those names, and it took me to that Mitchell, whoever they are.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Needless to say, guys, if you check them out, they like GPS tracking people without warrants. That's what they like doing.
I don't think
That's what they like doing.
I don't think
Yeah, they like GPS.
as deep.
They
as
like
he might.
They
be
like GPS
just,
tracking people without warrants and due process of the law.
I think
Apparently,
it's just trolls messing with you, man. These trolls have messed with us, and that name looks familiar. So that's why I asked about it, because I was wondering if it was the same trolls. Don't pay any mind to those people, man. Don't let people rent space in your head, because if you ever seen that channel Targeted Citizen, that guy is a really smart dude. He's got a lot going on up there, but they've messed with him so hard that he's really like, he thinks that his cat isn't peeing in his bathroom. He thinks somebody is breaking into his house and peeing in the shower. When cats do that, bro, it's your cat.
well, I'm just fed up, guys. I'm tired of living in poverty. I'm tired of being made homeless, and I want my tax money. And I can't. I literally have so much evidence that I can't give you all the details here, because this was just kind of random. So I do want to come back on the show. Any questions you guys have, I can answer. But of course, I have PTSD from this. I've been in literally. I was born in the state of Virginia. Illinois is where my child's the mother of my child, who was kidnapped, and her family lives there. And after I realized how abusive and violent they were. And when I started experiencing the nerve damage, I was already a cannabis user at the time. So basically, I've been targeted as a cannabis user as well. I don't feel like I've been able to meet my medical needs. They use that. They use that to demonize me, basically.
Right.
Even though they all smoke pot, they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites.
Yeah, so really, again, the only power they have is your reaction, and you understand, like most of the country smokes pot and is okay with it now. So whatever they.
Well, here's another thing.
Listen,
Let me say one more thing.
When they try to demonize you over pot, laugh in their face.
Well, let me tell you something. There's 2 states in our country, Michigan and the state that I live in, that I'm a resident in, Maine. Those 2 states have laws that say you can't kidnap, you can't determine custody because of one parent's cannabis use, okay? I was a legal caregiver and medical patient of Colorado. This was after they committed domestic violence. This was after they ran me out of the state of Illinois. I became a marijuana patient of Colorado, okay? And then the stalking, all the stalking and the harassment started. It followed me to Oregon. It followed me all the way back to Virginia, where my mother lives. And I tell you one thing, guys, I have documentation of my mother being sexually assaulted and raped at this point. I believe when they couldn't get to me and they couldn't dip into my wallet, they sent a wellness check over to my mother's house. I believe that my mother is being held captive right now, okay? And I'm not going to be quiet about it anymore because it's elder abuse. They're keeping me from working. They're keeping me from being with my own mother, and I'm not going to be quiet about it anymore, guys.
Okay, where is your mother being held?
My mother is in Chester, Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia.
In Richmond, Virginia.
And yes, and she has dementia. She's disabled. And see, here's what's funny, guys. Shit got a little crazy when I got out to Oregon and I got fed up. I was so isolated, guys. As a taxpayer, I was sleeping in a tent on the side of the road in Portland, Oregon, around meth addicts and heroin addicts. A medical marijuana caregiver, guys. A tax-paying caregiver and medical marijuana patient. Isolated on the side of the street up in Portland, Oregon. And you know they were stalking the shit out of me in Portland, Oregon. You know that. So needless to say, guys, I was seeing how bad my mother's condition was. I hopped on a bus, guys, and I came all the way across the country, and I didn't tell a single soul what I was doing. Okay, guys?
Thanks for telling us. Thanks for sharing your story here tonight. We appreciate you. We hope you get your kid back. How old's your kid now?
I have no idea where my kid is, guys. He was violently kidnapped.
How old is your child now?
I'm not even sure, guys, from the PTSD.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, man. And we don't want you to have
San Joaquin in the house.
How you doing, San Juan?
Or anything. Thanks for being here, though. San Joaquin.
Yeah, guys. I want to come back on and I want to tell you the entire story, guys, from start to finish.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, I mean you told us a lot.
I want every piece of evidence.
Right.
I want every piece of evidence viral, guys. Every piece of evidence that I have needs to go viral.
I want you to pull out one of your molars and look for bugs. That's what I want you to do on live TV next time on live stream. Pull out a molar and show us a bug. I want to see it.
I'm not.
I can tell you one thing.
I
can tell you one thing. I didn't have this many cavities, guys. What a waste of tax dollars.
Yeah.
What a fucking waste of tax dollars. Everybody's tax dollars.
Speaking of which,
you see them getting all the free weed now, right?
Yeah. Well,
they kidnap our kids and then they just break into the weed dispensaries and get all their weed for free now for kidnapping kids.
Damn it.
Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we pay taxes for?
No, we pay taxes to get wasted in many other ways aside from that as well.
Yeah, to get our children kidnapped and trafficked, right? In Springfield, Illinois.
That happens.
Would you guys like the address? Would you guys like the address where he was kidnapped from?
No, don't put that out on the internet.
It's already on the internet. It's sealed forever. And their admitted domestic violence that was admitted in court. It's sealed forever.
All right,
they admitted.
We got to move on.
They admitted to the little kidnappers admitted to assaulting me in court.
Thanks for coming on. We got to move on. We have a few other topics here. But yeah, go check out the Stock Caregiver, aka Essential Workers channel, and see his story. He has all the documentation right there. And some other hot topics. Supreme Court dealt a major blow to the controversial Keystone XL pipeline. Though the justices cleared the way for many pipeline projects to proceed while environmental reviews are done, they ruled that the Keystone pipeline must still undergo the lengthy permitting and regulation process. Yeah, now that's over. What, man? You throw me off.
Jesus.
Well, we give everyone a chance. We're fair, man. And you know, when I tried to explain, try not to sound bad shit. Turn it down a little, because it's really.
I'm sorry, guys.
Across.
Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I apologize.
So yeah, Keystone XL pipeline. There's a lot of stuff out there that might sound nuts, but it's really happening to people. You know what I mean? There's really like crazy stuff that happened to all the Epstein girls because those people are crazy. They get bored of their billions and they get bored of just material things, and then they want to have power over people. Well, they always want to have power over people, but they get to like a weird fanatical level on it that makes the victims sound crazy when they tell the story of what happened to them, you know? Hey, Philip Hart, welcome back.
Max.
Hey, is this
That was a
person
crazy
who
story for sure.
I don't know.
Okay, let me put a little sense to that story, I guess, because it seems to be that story seems to be kind of wild-eyed. The whole Cash for Kids thing.
No, that's not the crazy part. We know about that, but please add your facts to it.
Oh no, not that. No, yeah, that's all real. All that stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
And this is Eyes on the State's wheelhouse. He really knows about the Child Protective Services, and he's a victim of the
Sickening what they do.
court.
It is. It's sickening what they do.
JD says the story was awesome. Not as awesome as being on a boat where you're like attackers. The other one was pretty nuts and awesome. But go ahead. The actual pertinent parts that get lost in the wild details are Eyes on the State will let us know.
I heard they arrested the woman who was with Epstein all the time.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's named James. And Deutsche Bank has been fined a whopping $150 million for their ties to Epstein. $150 million to pay a fine for millions and millions or other billions of just the sex trafficking, regardless of the immeasurable price and toll that it took on the victims,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Elaine's late to the party. She wants to know what she missed.
Oh, Alexander Noir here is our friend. He has a music career that it's not just budding. I mean, he's had a few good hits. You worked with Bobby Storm also, and you guys released a cool song on Valentine's Day a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. I'm still working with Bobby on some other things, but yeah, she's blowing up. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for her and what she's doing, and yeah, I'm continuing to work with her on the songwriting too. And yeah, we have a dope song out right now called Feelings. It's available everywhere. You can check it out on iTunes. There's a video on YouTube. So you can just look up my name, Alexander Noir, type in Feelings, and check that out. But yeah, so
Free Church Press says, writes, I saw you put that Boricua officer in Largo in check. I was just, trying to get service, and she was trying to avoid giving it to me. Even when she brought the paperwork that I asked for out, she was like, is this what you're looking for? I said, I don't know. She goes, well, I'm not going to give it to you anymore. Like a bitch, man. And not for nothing, but I'm not looking to do that. I wanted to go in and show how everything works smoothly, usually there. But a big misconception that people have is that I was taking a piss out of Puerto Ricans. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I explained it in that video too. I love Puerto Ricans. I just don't like stupid people with attitudes.
Crazy.
Anyone else feel the same? Blind Justice, what's up, brother? JD. JD says you're like a feeling type of guy.
I don't know how to take that. Is that a compliment?
No, it's probably a troll. No, I'm just kidding. Blind Justice,
cool,
man.
It's a good video, man. Check it out.
Is that you, Alexander?
Philip Hart wants to know how many traveling men
Yep.
tonight. I've heard you mention
This here is you, Alexander?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I-
that was awesome.
Can I play a little bit of it? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
All right. So, what? Describe before I play it. Go ahead and describe what we're about to see here.
This is an old video. I haven't released any music in a while, so it's kind of older. But basically, it's just more of a freestyle, and it's on a Jay Dilla beat. If you're familiar with Jay Dilla, people, you should know he's a legendary producer. So, yeah, check that out right there.
All right. So here we go with no
Video shot by Llama.
Everyone can hear it? We're good?
Now what? Yeah. Now what? Now I was born. Yeah. Now I was born in the winter, an ice cold shiver went down my father's back as he crossed my mother's river. I'm cooler than a blizzard, smoother than a lizard. In the bay we went dumb, but this the wisdom of a wizard. Nah, who is it? My nigga, it's the newest. Arctic articulate, could turn your face to blueness. The world been sitting clueless, there's a higher way to do this. Make some room for improvement, the royal voice movement. If you wondering who sent for us to weave through the snow-capped forest and make the whole culture adore us. It was likely those acts that had borders, cause they lyrics even slower than they thoughts. Kill a tortoise, what they taught us. Always be true to who you are. If you gon' hold it, better shoot and aim for the stars. Chasing dreams is the fastest way to chase the cars. And the bronze follow that, that's the coldest fact. We in the coldest sack, with a sack of purple light. So nice, you freeze if I let you glimpse the sight. We ignite the soul tip to feel warmth through the solstice. The flaming Miss Jane tame the hell in his hair. Winds wail and moan as we enter our zone, creeping towards the throne, but can't do it alone. I've been playing it coy since that February boy stepped on the scene. Now I mean, yo, it was all the green around me. Influence.
All right. That was nice, man. That was good. I like that. So, Rice Krispie disappeared.
Give me 1 second.
That was really good, man. I like that. There was a nice, smooth flavor in that. You know, that was nice.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
How do you
Appreciate
change
that.
pretty?
I've heard it a million times already.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right,
the power of editing, my friend. Power of editing.
Yeah, no, I that's almost 10 years old, that song, isn't it? Something like that?
No, not 10 years.
Like 6 years old.
Yeah, it's like 6 years old. That song's pretty old.
Yeah, but
So yeah, I got a lot of new stuff. The reason I haven't been putting out music lately is because I'm just trying to build up a lot of content before I start releasing again, so I could just keep coming with like back-to-back stuff. So
The Rice Krispie intro.
Got the Rice Krispie intro that's coming up too. Stay tuned.
Hey, so Alexander, we've got a friend of the auditing community that writes some songs and writes some raps and throws auditing names out in his raps. Maybe you ought to think about going down a rap for us. Throw
I'm
something
down,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm down, yeah.
Twitter in that video, rap minus lies equals hip hop. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and what I meant by, that's 6 years old, but I mean, you had it back then, you still got it, bro. I mean, that's your early work and it's that good. It
Appreciate that.
Be a testament to the rest of the stuff you've come up with.
Appreciate the love.
Building a studio in there too, right?
Yeah, we just had a bunch of people come in. They actually just asked me to give them something, so give me 2 seconds. But about to take this cord over there.
All right.
I'm just grabbing his.
For all our listeners who like hip hop, go check him out. And for those who don't, I mean, he doesn't cuss. You hear that? He didn't say any bad words. He did say the N-word though.
He did say the N-word. I heard the N-word. So this is his. I just threw up his link here.
I'll give him a
and it's Royal Voice is his YouTube.
Well,
unless he's got channels. Does he have other channels?
Just like it's spelled on his name here on the chat. It's Alexander Noir, but he worked with Royal Voice Records before. I think he's working with 070 now.
Oh, okay. That song was on. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I just typed in Alexander Noir, and that showed up. But you're right. Royal Voice is somebody different. But if you pop in Alexander Noir, a whole bunch of different videos pop up.
Yeah.
With him. But you're right. Royal Voice was not him. Sorry about that. We go check out Royal Voice.
They're colleagues of his. They're still friends. But yeah, he's I'm glad to have been there from the ground, to see like his growth in this. So yeah, he's going to be starting a. Philip Hart, what do you think? So yeah, I'm looking forward to being a part of his YouTube channel, Apolitical. He's going to start that to help kind of get people through the weeds that we all find ourselves in. But we're politically minded, civic minded people who know how to like wade through all that, and so is he. So he's going to help those people who are not really adept at that and pretty much do like the legwork to not really like steer people, but lead them in the direction of the truth, regardless of like who the candidate is. Let people make their own decisions, right?
Yep. Blind Justice in the house. What's up? Nice to see you, Blind Justice. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I got a new phone today, the LG, hoping that it won't stop after 10 minutes. And it shoots in 8K. Not that anybody's going to be watching 8K. Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, I spent 2 days auditing with Rights last weekend. And yeah, his phone automatically cuts out after 10 minutes. So if you're watching any of his videos and there has to be a transition there every 10 minutes, you'll know why. It's because he can't figure out how to change that setting. So your solution was to just get a new phone then, right?
Yeah, that was it. They actually they started pitching me this gimmicky LG phone because it has like a flip cover that has a second screen on it. I'm like, I don't need that. I need a good camera. And then they showed me how to 8K and everything, and then I was
and then they sold you.
Yeah. Then they're like, oh, you don't want a gimmick? Here's a gimmick right here. Take it. Enjoy your gimmick.
YouTube watchers,
and you went
YouTube
out whistling happy. Look at my gimmick.
I'm gonna return this. 10.
So hey, YouTube watchers said they were already subbed to you, Alexander. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Open
cool.
carry, St. John's Pass.
Thank you. Appreciate
July
that.
11th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Solo Yak.
Solo Yacker in the
I
house.
see YouTube Watcher on.
Yeah, a couple days from now. I think I'll be there, Solo.
YouTube Watcher was on Mandy the Gun Lover or the Rights Question Asking for Permissioner's channel. I'm like, what are you doing here? Hey, no, but yeah, there was a guy who was questioning Captain Awesome and then made the mistake of challenging him to a debate. It was good though. So
Oh, that's never a good idea.
props to that guy for swimming with Jaws. Also, that was cool.
Yeah. Never a good idea to challenge the captain at a debate, though.
Oh, Solo Yacker, I want to be there. My wife is working. I cannot make it.
Oh, I think I'm going to be there, man.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, you guys could stop by here. I'm right
I
up the
think I'm
road.
going to be there. Solo, you're going to have to teach me how to fish, though. I'll bring my firearm and a pole, but I don't know how to fish to save my life.
We're talking about an open carry, Alexander. That's in the state of Florida, we only can open carry if we're hunting, fishing, or camping. So what?
Or traveling back and forth to those.
To and from hunting and fishing, camping, right?
Yeah.
And a few guys like Solo Yacker, who is actually a brother, walks out there with a gun, open carry, and he's been challenged and like put face
He's
on
been
the
thrown
ground.
around a couple times. Yeah.
They throw his rifle on the ground and like point it at him and do everything that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a for the faint of heart. And he goes out there all the time and shows the giant
and puts his life on the line.
Titanium
Literally puts his life on the line every time he goes out.
He does, because it's it's a gamble, because you don't know if there's that one hothead person, even if they're not just like a murderous tyrant. If it's some emotional lady who just witnessed somebody jumping off a roof, she goes for her gun instead of a taser, because she's still emotionally compromised. I'm thinking of somebody in particular.
He made MSNBC the other day too.
That's right, I saw that. The top five. MSNBC and Now This, right? Weren't you on the Now This? Top 5 was on Now This.
What are you talking about?
Solo Yacker, he's in the comments. Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel whenever you get a chance. And OVT is Orlando's Voice Transparency. He goes out with him too, and they just did a giveaway where they were giving away a flak jacket, a bulletproof vest, or a tactical vest, donated by. Oh, please help me out. Remember his name. I want to give him credit. Solo Yacker, type his name out.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Or jump in if you want to jump in.
Yeah, Solo, jump in,
Links up
buddy.
there.
I put the links in.
Cool. Philip Hart, I meant that as a rhetorical question. What do you think? You think that if I was a traveling man, I'd go out there and start giving up all the traveling men secret handshakes and all that shit? No, bro. So many people have asked me, "Are you a traveling man?" After that video, so many people. You're the first person I actually answer, because come on, he's like, he keeps on saying shit, but you're good and worry free if you're a traveling man. No, I'm not worry free. I worry a lot about getting shot and killed. Even though I'm not open carrying, we still run into the same overzealous killers, and we're risking our life and liberty every time we go out there. And I don't have a secret pass to get me out of it. All right. So that's clear. Anybody who still has that question, I'll reference this live stream.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I appreciate you guys going out there and fighting for our rights. For real.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah. You know, this last weekend when I was out with Rice Krispy, it was my first time, my first encounter where the people that we were there for were upset with us. That was I don't know if that's happened to you, Rights, in the past, but that was my first encounter with people that were dissuaded by us, that didn't like us being there.
Mhm.
You're talking about who?
When we were up in Clearwater or wherever we were at that house where the cops,
Oh, that house?
Oh, yeah.
That house, you mean?
Yeah.
where they just went on the property, the cops just walked on the property and started talking to the people that pulled in their car, and we were like, you know,
At the same
you
time,
can hear me.
at the
You can
same
hear
time,
me. Wait, hold on, let me finish.
yeah.
You can hear me saying, "Hey, don't let them search your car. Tell them to get off your property if they don't have a warrant." And they were just pissed at us.
Yeah, well, to put it in a different point of view, you had like a 5,000 lumens light shining at everybody in that yard.
Yeah.
and you were saying it kind of like after a whole day of auditing, like, hey, maybe don't let those cops in your yard without a warrant. You were saying it like that, bro. So they were kind of like, who is this guy? And get that light out of my face. And then when I told you, man, he really doesn't like that light in his face, and he has cops.
The light was only on for a minute. It was only on for
He
a
said,
minute.
we got more important things to worry about than my light.
Is that my accent? Is that what you're doing right there?
Yes, the transatlantic accent.
That sounds like who's that dude on
John Lovitz.
yeah, John Lovett. That's what you sound like. I don't sound like John Lovitz, do I? Do I sound like John Lovett?
No, you don't, but that's as close as I can get.
We got more important things to do than this light.
Yeah. No, but you know, I'm gonna put together that video because you pretty much look like a badass in that video, bro.
I don't think so. And then
You're
the dude,
standing there, the guy's like taking his shirt off, about to like
Oh, yeah.
pummel you, and you're like, did you?
and
say-
and he's pulling out the race card. And he kept pulling out the race card. These crackers coming up in here.
He
Yeah,
did.
there's
He did. When
racist stuff.
the race,
And I was
when the
like, nobody
Rachel
said
first
anything
came out,
racist.
I looked over at Eyes in the State to see what he would say, and there was like a cloud of smoke in the shape of Eyes in the State.
Oh yeah, no, he was back behind the cops. He was back out there with the cops.
Well, somebody's got to get the video, and I don't blame him, man. That's you know,
Yeah, no, we needed.
presence of mind. You know,
Yep, we needed the bird's eye view of everything too. So
yeah, the lightning view.
the light, the lightning Dave view. I got it.
What'd you see from back there? Eyes?
What?
Were the cops saying anything to you, or were they just watching to see who they were going to take to jail?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was pretty much what they were waiting for. It seemed
Oh, they
to be
were
anyway.
excited. They wanted to see an auditor get beat up. I know that's what they wanted.
Yeah, Eyes on the State and I ran into one of them before that. One of them was the same cop from the.
And they didn't even talk to me. With a GoPro strapped to my chest, they didn't even want to talk to me.
Yeah. Hey, either you guys have that video that I sent you? Can we put that up real quick? I'm gonna make a video about this. It's in the Bang & Olufsen chat.
It's on the phone. I'm on my computer,
Oh, okay.
and I imagine Eyes is on the computer as well.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, no, it's in Messenger. It's not.
Oh,
in,
is it?
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, hold on.
I'll give you guys a quick background. Richard Midkiff is my wife's friend's fiance. My wife and her friend know each other from Gainesville, and she met this guy, really cool guy. He works as a paralegal. He actually just got out of prison. But while he was in prison, this guy like reformed himself, educated himself, and got a job as a paralegal his first week out. And after a year of being out, the state has overturned his release, and they overturned his appeal to be released, and they're remanding him. He's being remanded back to prison to complete. He's already done 28 years. 23 years. I'm sorry. He's done 23 years, and he needs to complete 38 years. The crime was someone was shot and killed. It was a 39-year-old man who I guess sold them bad drugs. They went to rob the guy. A 17-year-old guy who was with him when he was 19 shot the guy, and they both went to jail for it. But the stipulation was that the guy who pulled the trigger, the 17-year-old, was supposed to do more time than he was supposed to do. So they gave that guy a 38.5-year sentence. But he's been home in Colorado for the last year, and that's why he won his appeal. But now it's being overturned, and the other guy's still free. Not that we want anybody to go back to jail, but how do you guys feel about it? You serve 23 years, reform yourself to become an advocate for prisoners and legal. Like, I'll let this guy speak for himself, and you can see people who are good judges.
I can't. I watched it. I can't find it anywhere right now. Do you remember? Can you resend it?
Yeah.
Real quick. I watched it, and I thought it was crazy. The man was extremely articulate. And he was very, I mean, it was insane that they want to send him back to prison when it looked like he had done so much
for
himself. I would love to show it, but I can't find it anywhere, my friend.
Yeah, we just got to scroll up. I'm getting to it. Yeah, it's there. I just scrolled up. It's in the Bang & Olufsen. Let me resend this again. I'm going to send it to your...
Wanted to say hello, too.
Oh, Poor Dirt Farmer. That's another big story. If you guys don't know...
I'm in the chat now. Just repost it in that chat, and I'll grab it.
Oh, okay. I just sent it. Yeah, I forwarded it.
Yeah, I got it. It's coming through. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Remember the sound, too.
No, he's not, or I would see him.
So, yeah, Poor Dirt Farmer was attacked by a goon that was pretty much let loose by the local law enforcement. They called him up and told him, hey, take care of these guys. We have badges on. We could get sued for it. We can act like we're going to arrest you and let you out the back door. And that's what happened to Poor Dirt Farmer. And then the cops came and brought him trespasses from every pretty much business in that town, 30 miles away from where the incident happened. And these people want to just retaliate against Poor Dirt Farmer. It's messed up. But we got your back, brother. That shit isn't going to go uncorrected. He's the most trespassed man on YouTube. Yeah, it's crazy. This big boy came with black spray paint. Check this out. Poor Dirt Farmer is white, and the cops are treating him like a lot of people are complaining that only black people are treated. Yes, Black Lives Matter, and I'm not trying to say all lives matter, but Poor Dirt Farmer was treated like a second-class citizen also, because he's defending a couple of black kids who were in a canoe on the water and had some crazy people roll up on them with a gun. So he went out there to get the story about that. And the guy who is a racist, Bill Henderson, I think his name is, he came out with his spray paint. And I'm not slandering the man. The man admitted, yeah, I'm a racist. I've been a racist my whole life. He came back with some black spray paint and sprayed it in this guy's face to try to paint him black. And the cops were there. The cops tried to hold him back. He shoved the cops aside and ends up getting arrested, but they didn't really put handcuffs on him, and they let him go right away. It's messed up. Welcome aboard, Wolfie Gladly.
What's up, everybody?
Wolfie work with the Resistance up there.
What's up, Wolfie?
You met the Resistance. Alexander and the Resistance had a cool conversation recently.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. The Resistance is my boy, man. That's my freaking guy.
Yeah. You see that guy or that girl over this guy's shoulder? That's his fiance. That's my wife's friend. So yeah, Wolfie Gladly and the Resistance have been working together for the last few days. They worked together a few weeks before that. And Alexander Noir and I were watching him in Seattle, pretty much like creating the protest that one night. And wasn't that nuts? We were just watching.
That was crazy.
Like, oh my God, it's amazing. I think like he had like 7,000 people watching live.
No, that wasn't Seattle. That was Boston.
Oh, in Boston. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he had done the Seattle one like 2 nights before that. He was
he got pepper sprayed like 3 times. He helped a woman from getting beat up from the cops. He did all these type of things, and that one, he can bring it, man. Like he knows how to bring it.
All right, before we go on about that, let's watch this video real quick. This is Richard Midkiff. He will be on our show on Thursday night. Hopefully, we're going to try to get him on.
Are you there?
Yeah, so he can tell his story, and we could ask him questions about this. So check this out.
All right, here we go.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Today's the day that we celebrate our independence. And 2 days ago, I learned that my independence is at grave risk. Most of you know my story. Most of you know where I come from. And most of you now know that I just spent 23 years in prison for a crime that was committed when I was 19 years old. Both myself and my co-defendant were convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to prison. About 2 years ago, my co-defendant was released early, and I petitioned the court asking them to uphold the performance in the plea agreement, specifically that the plea agreement stated he would do more time in prison because he was the actual perpetrator of the crime. The state attorney's office objected to the court's desire to release me. The court did, however, release me a year ago. The state of Florida appealed that decision, and on July 2nd, the 5th District Court of Appeals overturned that decision. And they're remanding me back to the Florida Department of Corrections to complete the rest of my sentence. In all my years, I have strived to make the right choices, to be a help, to add value to other people. And that's evidenced by the way I've lived and the way I continue to live. When I came home a year ago, I wasted no time. I came out here and hit the ground running. By my 8th day out, I was working as a paralegal for Prisoner Connections, continuing to help the people inside with affordable legal assistance. We work through a network of attorneys throughout the state of Florida. I've been invited to speak at FSU School of Law on a panel. I've been a speaker at NYU School of Law, where I've counseled and spoken to law school students. I work with the Bernstein Institute on human rights. We have a big program going on to push for Jailhouse Lawyer Initiative, to teach people how to know and access the law. These are the things that I've occupied my time with since I've come home. And now there's a great threat that I may be stripped from my family, stripped from my mom, my new fiance, my friends, and all the other people that I love. I'm asking all of you to take the time to stand with me, to sign the petition, to reach out to other people, and get behind me on this. Our goal is to seek a commutation of sentence from the Florida governor. I've had a clemency pending since 2014. I pray and I hope that we as a team, as a unit, as a whole, can come together and accomplish this before they take my independence away. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. Thank you for all the comments I've received. Thank you for everybody who's already signed the petition, made donations, spread the word, shared the petition. Thank you to all of you. I cannot tell you how much it warms my heart. And I just pray that we all continue to have great independence in this country. Thank you and God bless.
Well,
Yeah, that guy's a real underachiever, right? There are 1,000 and something signatures out of 1,500 so far. I'm gonna get the link so you guys could please help support him. He has about 20 days before he has to go back in jail and prison, and hopefully the
Well, I pray for that guy, man. His fight's against the governor, so he's got a long, hard road ahead of him. So I'm signing the petition, and who knows if they're going to take it seriously. But if he doesn't have his support by now, we need to jump that up.
Yeah, when Richard is on our show on Thursday, I hope you guys come and watch and hear his story from his own perspective, his own mouth, and I'm going to try to get this link up here. But
My Eye on You says we need to get him in touch with Convict Podcast.
Right on.
So
get that link up. My bad. Get that link up. I'll copy and share it myself too along the way here, and I'm gonna link it. And
yeah, let me open that back up.
Yeah, I'll definitely do the same.
Whenever you go up against the governor, it's a sad situation. Like, it's a really tough road to hoe.
Well, he's not going up against the governor. The governor is not really in this. This was something that happened in 1996, and he was let out in 2014, a couple of years, before the governor became the governor. So it's been sitting on the governor's desk, not this particular governor, but sitting on the governor's desk for this long, and that's just the clemency.
Hey, Wrights.
Yeah.
GA wants to know if you ever got the link for the petition. If we can throw that.
I'm trying to get right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on change.org.
What's everybody doing? What's going on? Alexander, what's up? News Now, South Florida, Eyes on the State, Rights Crispy.
What's up, Wolfie? I like that.
What's up, man?
With the kicks together, the New Balance and the Under Armours. That was cool.
I know. I like the comments on that photo too. Everybody's like, his and hers shoes.
That's funny.
Where you at, Wolfie?
I'm in New Jersey right now.
Oh shit, me too.
Oh hell yeah! What part? Are you up north or down here?
I'm in West Orange right now.
West Orange. That's northwest or northeast, right?
Yeah, from you.
Near Tom's River.
Yeah, I just moved out here in October, so I'm not too familiar with the map like that. But yeah,
you got some wild beaches up there. That's where like the real Jersey Shore took place.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the beach pretty soon.
Earlier, Wolfie, we played a video of Alexander Noir doing some stuff, some rapping and some music online.
Oh yeah, everybody has their talents, man. I wouldn't even call what we do talents.
Right.
Hey man, I got some rapping. Rice Crispy heard my little rapping mixtape thing from back in 2006 or whatever.
You're a clown. I saw you at a party uptown. Nobody even know you. You're just standing around. You're a clown. Don't even try to step out of bounds, because if you drink and start a fight, nobody's holding you down.
Oh, word?
That's not me. That's who is that?
I was about to say, okay.
That's the Beat Nuts.
It's not me.
The Beat Nuts with I think Biz Markie was in that one too. That's who the Resistance reminds me of. He reminds me a little bit of Biz Markie. Not in his looks or anything, but the way he talks sometimes.
He reminds me of Michael Strahan and Mike Tyson
Yeah,
combined.
that too.
Yo, for real, honest to God, the Resistance and I are the same height. We're like 6 foot. You know what I mean? 6.5 feet, right? But this dude wears a size 13. He's just big, just a big dude, man. But he reminds me of Michael Strahan, mostly, with a little bit of Mike Tyson in there.
Save the Humans says Wolfie was singing last night.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I sung in the Resistance live stream. I sung the Frank Sinatra. And I was pointing to the
Right
camera.
on.
You guys were singing some 80s stuff.
All right, I
Well,
got to get going, guys.
the Resistance was singing Journey, Forever Young. He was like, Forever
Oh, yeah, that's some hard stuff
Young.
to sing.
I'm gonna see, got a boogie? Is that what you
He
said?
did it.
Oh, I
And
guess.
it's funny. All the people in the comments are always like, "That guy can sing, man. He can sing his ass off. That guy is freaking awesome."
If you want to treat, go back to the Resistance live stream wherever he's singing and play it back in double speed. It's a chipmunk wonder.
Chipmunk.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a mixture, cool out AC. It's supposed to be between the Rebel symbol from Star Wars and the Wu-Tang symbol. So Rebel Scum, but written like Wu-Tang. But yeah,
Nice.
play that and fast forward. It's such a good feeling. He sings the outro from Mr. Rogers and Daniel Tiger. It's great.
Yeah, he sings the I'ma have a snappy new day.
And I'll be back when the day is new.
And you'll have
we had
things.
to do an outro one time.
I have things to say to you.
A send-off, and he was singing that,
You will
and the fireworks
too.
started going off behind him at the same time. It was amazing. Remember that? We had kind of like nothing to talk about that night. And then
Yo, I love when he goes into the singing. Yo, he always sees me laughing. But
yeah.
I'm like, I'm laughing because I'm live with you while you're doing it. You're always by yourself, bro. Like, I'm like, there he goes. He's bringing out, dude. I got a video. It's gonna be in a part of a video. I have him singing twice, and one's to start and one's to finish the video at headquarters. And he's walking down the street singing Forever Young. It's going to be at the end of it. But the beginning is him singing, what was it? No, not Pretty
Hey,
Woman.
hang on a second. Do you got to go?
My
out
Girl.
You got to take
He was
off?
singing My Girl to a cop that was sitting on the side of the road.
No, not
And at
just
the end
yet.
of
my
it-
computer's about to die. Though. I'm about to go get my charger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give me 2
Oh,
seconds.
I got
I don't know who Noli D is. Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you don't know who Noli D is?
she
Apparently knows you gotta go.
Right.
Damn, Noli D. You
like
don't know who Noli D is.
Apollo that comes out with the broom. She has a cane. She's taking you
I'll
off.
tell you what, Alexander, you start making some videos and you start recording cops, you'll know who Noli D is. She'll be right there in there leaving
Yeah.
comments and supporting
She
and
will.
giving numbers out. Yeah, you'll know who Noli D is.
Word. I'm gonna let you guys handle the crime fighting. You know, fighting these corrupt cops.
Why you tell me to shut up? Why you tell me to shut up, Noli? That is domestic violence right there. That is auditor violence as cop watcher, auditor on cop watcher, auditor, and accountability inspection violence. I'm not gonna put up with
Who's
that.
one of-
One is Rod Stewart, by the
I'm
way.
not gonna take it.
You're absolutely right. And again, folks, for all 39 watching, please look at the chat and try to click on that change.org link and sign the petition to help that dude out, man, because he does not belong in jail anymore.
Where's it at? I missed it
Oh,
somewhere
Right
in
there.
the mix.
It's that one there. If you guys can find it in the chat.
I see it. There it is. I'm signing right now. All it does is here. I'll tell you exactly how it does. It asks you for a first name, a last name, an email, and then you just click sign this petition. That easy. You don't even have to put your real name. You probably just be like Wolfie Wolf. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
And if they want specifics, they could probably email you.
So you fixed up the place over there, News Now. Looks nicer.
Fixed up the place. What?
The place behind you, like, I don't know, the rafters look cleaner. Did you pressure wash
No,
it?
that's the ceiling.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting in the shed with my 2 bikes. Me and my 2 bikes just chilling out.
What are you trying to say, Rights Crispy? That shit looked cringy before?
It was
Yeah,
kind
last
of grimy before. He took
Yeah,
I see that you cleared out all of the dead bodies.
the
And I'm a-
spider webs. No, what he does is he revs both of those up, and then he puts a foot on each seat, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme's around town on
I
Sunday.
double shark that shit.
All right, I just signed a petition. Everybody else can too. You can also donate too. I see here now. Yes, I'll chip in $8 or more.
Oh, thanks, man.
Ooh. There you go. So, yes, you can run up in here. You can sign a petition. You can donate $8 or more to this man who's been fighting for his justice. And there's many other people out there. Look through this whole thing on change.org, and you'll find a whole bunch of people who are looking for help. It's a good thing to do in the morning when nobody else is up. You're drinking coffee, you go through the whole petition.org. And
Nathaniel Pullen. I won't say any more names. Ronald Truitt was a name I could say because you always see Ronald Truitt in the thing. Thank you, guys.
I mean, we go out there and we do this. We know the expense that it takes. We know what we're getting into, and all the help counts, right? But these people here on change.org, they don't even really know about the camera. They're not really comfortable behind the camera, but they really need help. So you'll never see it on a video, but if you go and read your stories, there's a lot of good ones on here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have Richard on the show on Thursday, hopefully, if he can make it. But Alexander, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you for coming back. He's got the wire charger.
We usually go like an hour and a half for the actual show and then stay on for another 2 hours of bullshit.
On Tuesdays. But that just depends. Like, what's News Now South Florida doing now? Is he cleaning the rafters now that you said that?
Right. Where are you, bro?
Yeah. Get your drunken ass back here.
Yeah.
Before I slingshot you like Bart Simpson.
He just Uno reverse carded you on the drunkenness News Out South Florida.
I got
Have
his
you guys
ass.
seen the Uno reverse card memes?
No, I haven't.
You've seen that picture that they always use of Trump, where he's like.
Yeah, they have a bunch of pictures they use.
So they have one that says
Trump is in your face.
Mexico announces that no Americans can cross the border due to COVID. And it says Uno reverse card.
Uno
Somebody got
reverse.
me with that. They were like, you use white privilege, Uno reverse carded on the cops. They told me that today. The comments are funny.
Yeah, there's yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny though, but
He is
it's not
Vetek.
funny.
He's up in Ocala. Slow
Because I don't know what to believe in.
No, thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Hillbilly Patriot.
I've gotten about 3 local people who wanna who have problems with their police and they want help. I'm gonna go do it.
JD, I'm neither of the two major parties. I believe that's all corruption, and we have to fight that. So we're not leaning either way there.
The real thing is to get people in there that aren't Democrat and Republican on election day. The two front runners on election day should not be only Democratic and Republican. If anybody can leave something in the comments, let me go back to the comments here on this screen. Anybody can enlighten me as to whether there was an election where it wasn't a Democrat versus a Republican or a Democrat versus a Whig. Don't even throw the Whig thing out there. We already know that Whigs turned into Republicans. If anybody can tell me anybody else other than a Democrat and a Republican or a Democrat and a Whig that were the front runners on election day. Now, I know elections used to happen in March, and now they happen in November. Either of the history, I'll take it.
She's got my vote. It's my party. So people say, "Oh, you're sapping the vote against one or the other." Man, there's no wasted vote unless you're voting as you're told, unless you're voting for the wrong reasons. That's a wasted vote. It puts, they'll say it votes for Biden or else it gets the Donald, like that, that meme from Silence of the Lambs. It puts the lotion in the basket. I'm not gonna do either one of those. I don't like them. I'm never gonna be your guy to be on your team if your team is shit.
Is that Alexander's channel?
Say what?
No, that's not. It's not the same person, Noli. No,
okay.
No, just because he's black and the last name is Noir, which means black in French.
Which means black in French, yeah.
Yeah, Colin Noir is a pro Second Amendment channel. He's got a lot of. You guys go check out his channel. But
well, apparently,
not the same guy.
Bootlicker subbed to the wrong Noir.
Yeah.
We don't all look the same, I tell you.
Yeah, we do. We all look.
I was wondering why she was like so adamant to get him off, and it's like, no,
we all look like overgrown insects.
This guy was at my wedding. He's a dear friend. We stayed with him when we went to New York, and I mean, he brings a dead body to my house. I'll grab a shovel.
All right, cool. I got some right here for you, bro.
Is that a standing offer for everybody on the panel? Just out of curiosity, asking
you have a pile of bodies.
He said, "Well, get me a bigger screen. You need your readers. You need your readers, like mine. I can't see what you guys are writing right now.
You gotta have the readers.
The
readers on. The ones you get from the reader counter."
Yeah. So go back and like all those and take the thumbs down off of his videos.
That's how they did.
No, I didn't do that. Nobody did that. They come on here and do that. You might, if you find any thumbs down, that was our trolls, but not Noli D.
Yo, I never knew what trolls were.
Man. I don't care. That's old. Those are old videos. I got new stuff coming.
Good. You want thumbs down, and I invite anybody.
Yeah, we want all press is good press.
Right. If you're a police officer watching this right now, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Show YouTube in the algorithm that you're interested in. This is it helps either way. So come on.
I used to tell people that like Trump had a big wiener and stuff like that, like to troll like Fox News and stuff on Facebook, like four years ago before when he was campaigning and stuff. Like everybody was all mixed reaction. I saw snowflakes starting to happen, Karens were happening, and then I was like, I would say things like that. Like if, all his sons got big wieners too because he's Trump and he had a big wiener, and they get all mad at me. But like that was the only thing I knew about trolling before all this.
Well, see, that's true. We have what I think. I feel a responsibility to give you the truth, and the truth is that it's been said that it looks like a mushroom from Mario Brothers. So it's not big.
It could look like anything. You can troll it. You can troll it. Troll mode. You troll mode. Oh, it's hard to say. Troll mold. If you can troll mold anything into whatever you want.
But no, we have to tell the truth. There's way too much information going on out there. And that's what Alexander is going to try to fight on his new channel. Oh, this is a cool one. The guy actually used like the VCR effects, like VCR tape effects. So it's not the quality of the playback. It's just the way he made the video. And it was impromptu. You guys had rented out a whole... You want to tell us something? You're our guest. You tell the story.
Yeah, this is a video we shot. The whole original plan got scrapped because it was the venue actually wouldn't let us shoot unexpectedly. So we ended up just taking it to a rooftop at somebody's house, and we had a bunch of dancers. And my friend, he's a comedian. His name's Trav Q. That's him right there. He does a
popular comedian too.
Yeah, he hosted the BET Awards or something like that recently. So yeah, check that out. That one's a cool one. It's like a dance vibe stuff. It's a little different.
You heard that new song, Move though? By Alexander Noah or something. Yeah, that joint is fire, man. I keep telling you, rock with the younger generation, man. Yo, that new generation, man, I just don't do it. It just don't make no sense to me, bro. I'm not with that. Not with it. Oh, it's style, it's swag. What's wrong with y'all? Put you on something over there. I know this might not be a type of music, but you love this. Yo, I'm open to anything, and if it's about Suda, I gotta let you know. Yo, who's this? All right. Guaranteed to make it move.
The playback speed is our fault. That's all choppy. Check out the dude in the yellow shirt, too.
Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. It make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. Baby, don't move too fast. Baby, don't move too fast. Yeah, yeah. It make you wanna move. And I'm moving right. Shorty and the girls on my crew tonight. Shine like this, what I grew to like. Crowd goes wild, no bulls tonight. Except you, I like the way you moving. Like I got Superman blood, you the kryptonite. Eyes getting heavy, call it sipping light. And some flipping sight, now I'm tripping. Might show out in the spot for a spot with you. No surprise there when I got with you. Everybody watching, we the topic too. Mama always told me take the opportunity. Unity amongst people. Leave, we marching through the streets. Move, we know just what you need. Groove from the looks of the sneak, she wanna move. Yeah, I think I need a Bluetooth flash, just so the mood don't. Right, I know you wanna move too. Let's yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna
Yeah, that
move,
bobblehead
yeah.
effect is cool.
Make you wanna move, yeah. 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 Make you wanna move, Make you wanna move, make you wanna move, yeah. Baby, don't move too fast. Crash. Let's, yeah. Like, you the kryptonite. Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. It make you wanna move, yeah. It make you wanna move, yeah. Make you wanna move, yeah. It make you wanna move, yeah. Baby, don't move too fast, yeah, yeah.
After this video was recorded, everybody was trespassed from the store that they were hanging out on the top of the roof.
No, we got
That's good-
trespassed
good
right
thing to
before
cross
that.
I liked it, man. I like the scratching in it, the old
Yeah,
school.
yeah, a
I
little
liked
old
that.
school hip hop vibe to it.
So did you put that song on vinyl and have the DJ scratch that song, or was he scratching something else?
Nah, my guy scratched while he was making the beat. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
cool. I like it.
Yonkers though.
I like it. Yeah, up in New York City and shit. It's cool.
YouTube watch.
Yeah.
You gotta know Eli from Yonkers though, right? You get a slice with that guy, right?
Yeah, that was a crazy day. That shoot.
You gotta watch out though because it's DMX property. You know what I'm saying, dog?
But that was cool how you guys that was impromptu. You just found a rooftop and just kicked it out right there.
Yep.
I think I saw Captain Awesome in there breaking it too there, Jerry.
I saw him twerking. I saw Captain Awesome twerking in the background. He was
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of finding your cheese, even when your cheese gets moved. Somebody was telling me about that book. They moved the cheese.
as long as you keep continuing whatever you want to do and you don't give up on it, you'll find your freaking way, dude. Like whatever you want to do, like this to me, this isn't whatever I want to do. This is what I have to do when I have my channel and stuff. Like what I want to do is stupid crazy.
Yeah,
but I have a real life.
Class diver. He does like triple lindies, and you should see the banana hammocks he runs around in. It's crazy.
I want to test out every banana hammock. That is like from Tommy Bahama to whatever, like one I can find. But until I find the perfect one, I won't feel complete. So, but no, seriously, whatever you want to do, you just keep diving, you keep going, you do it. Go further, spend more money doing it. Shit, like I just do this as a hobby. I spent $14,000. I ran right through it when I started this shit, doing this, and I was like, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. And I just pretty much, I don't make much from this. This isn't what, like, I'm not making a living from doing this, but and many of us aren't.
No,
but
you know what?
Oh no, yeah.
This shouldn't be your living. It's just your civic duty.
Yeah, it's a hobby on the side. Sometimes they pay me money. Most of the time they don't. They're like, we don't like your shit.
Yeah, and I'm not scoffing at the money that we make on it, but it's not why I got into it, and it might be
Thanks,
a lot of
JD.
money, but it's actually what I would make in 2 regular deals.
I make some funny raps though. My friend, he does this. He pushes it on SoundCloud, and he's trying to get better and better, and he has some pretty decent tracks too. And he's like, "Yo, come over for a track." And I come over, and I like to burn it up. I like to have fun on the track. I like to be fun, like Redman.
Oh, Indie News. Thanks. I just saw your comment, bro. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the comment.
I need to get that shirt. I'm assuming the below where I'm seeing is police cops. Okay, yeah. Call the cops, call the police, whatever, yeah.
I like the other one. Never ever read the comments.
We appreciate you, Ronald True. Yeah, I got that one. Do you guys see all those memes? I finally got to see all those memes that Unsub Press created for all the different.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh,
Could I have a meme? I want a meme
I
so
saw
bad.
that. I saw that I didn't have one. God
I
damn it!
actually told him about you guys, and he said that he's working on it.
Oh, I want to see my meme.
Apparently, I'm not quote worthy.
I have some funny ones. I have some. We all have some funny ones, dude. Get out of here.
I mean, keep on sheeping on has got to be mine. Come on.
Oh, that is his. Keep on sheeping on. That Unsub Press.
That's his.
Watching this today or later, get him a keep on sheeping on meme going.
Which I have shirts available on Teespring now. Keep on sheeping on.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm never gonna be able to get to making a best of me because I keep on gathering videos, and I'm just telling Rich Crispy about it today. Damn it.
Yeah, you had some excitement the other day. Saw you live.
Oh,
Well,
live.
yeah, a couple times recently.
Yeah, on the Resistance channel, like it shows some of it, but me, I kept going in and out of the one place, and I was getting footage outside, and I was like, all right, we're going back inside. All right, we're going back outside. All right, we're going back inside, and I was just getting all of it. Like, it's funny. I watched it. Like, I don't usually watch my videos for like a week after I record them. So I lived it. But then last night I watched this one video and I was like, wow, that's going to be good when I cut it up.
I'll tell you, the one live one was about a week ago when you almost got hit by that car, man. That was crazy.
What one?
When you were with Peanut.
Yeah, when you were with Peanut, you were sitting against a car, and that car came and hit right next to you, broke the axle off the.
Oh yeah.
Man, came really close.
These white people call people Peanut too.
On Atlantic Avenue. Well, it's weird because. But yeah, I thought you were talking about. I had some footage of this guy. He came all up bumper to stomach with the Resistance with his truck. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah,
so, because
barely. Well, they hit it, but luckily it was no damage or little to no damage, right?
Right, yeah. She got little to no damage, but the car behind her took the brunt of it. Man, I felt so bad.
Yeah,
I felt so bad. But the first footage we got, Southeastern PA just wanted like nuggets or something to put in his stomach. He was hungry, so he was like, "I'm gonna pull into this Burger King," and then we pulled into it, and then all of a sudden there's this like blood curdling scream, ah! And we're like, "What the fuck?" And I look in behind us. I felt like maybe they're all bumper to bumper with us. Somebody ran into us. Maybe like. They were just scared that they were going to get in the crash or like what was happening. And then all of a sudden we see these two people, this man and this woman get out the car and they're arguing. And when you get out and there's a tussle going on between this man threw this woman to the ground. I'm not going to play most of it because this is just not what I'm going to do. But you'll get the gist of it. And if we weren't there recording, 4 of us, I'll tell you what, man, Resistance and Peanut were all in the mix in that shit, man. Resistance and Peanut were all in the mix. And I was like, I'm right here on the corner, bro. And then it turned into like the dude was like, is this what you want to do? You want to get me locked up? And he's, give me the key. And she's like, no, hell bent on that. And then finally ended up like, Burger King called the cops. The cops came and we recorded them. And they passed for the most part. They didn't ask us anything. Like, what's your name? Or did you catch anything? Were you here for it? Were you recording then? None of that happened. So, it's a good video though. The dude ran off and
I'll leave it to the video too. But then there was this bootlicker guy. This is why I thought about it. This bootlicker guy was recording us, and he had a blue line on his license plate. Peanut caught that shit. She was like, "There's a blue line on his license plate." And then the resistance comes over. He's getting his plates, his VIN number. He's doing all that work over there, right? Right. And then we're like, "Yeah, we didn't forget about you." But the cops were blocking us all in from getting out. So finally, when we had a chance to get out, we left. Shit was dead. The girl's parents came. They were all hugging. It was an emotional moment. It's on video and shit. We go out. We go up the street. There was a guy behind us and, like, kind of like just pulling us over pretty much. It was the dude, the bootlicker. So we all got out the car. We started recording this guy. He's like, "Go fuck you, mother," and all this other stuff. Sorry for the language, everybody. But, no, it was nuts, man. It was nuts. I got it all on video. Dude tries to run over the resistance and shit. Like, I was like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing? He's crossing the street." And he said, "No, he's not. He's jaywalking." Like, it's crazy.
You know that dude who robbed Stacey Abrams of the election in Georgia. He deployed 1,000 National Guard members, citing weeks of dramatically increased violent crime and property destruction in Atlanta. But protests are ramping up in Phoenix again after officers shot and killed a man in a parked car during a July 4th incident captured on bystander video. The video shows police threatening to shoot the man before firing a barrage of bullets into the vehicle. So when we were talking about a few weeks ago, hey, this is going to die down again. Not for them. They're going to keep shooting and killing people. People
in Atlanta, where they shot a man who ran away, where I pretty much think everybody agrees that they already had his license, they knew where he lived, let him run away, go back to where he lives, sleep it off, wake up, bring 20 freaking officers with you if you feel like you're that scared, and go arrest him the next morning when he's sober.
Yeah,
But
he already
they
shot
shoot the guy in the back. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, the thing that was crazy about that, he'd already shot the taser. You have to reload it after each shot. He didn't have anything to reload it with. So he was no longer a threat with that weapon.
Yeah, so only thing that was going on was the light was going off on the front because it shoots a flat, like it's like shooting a drill. Where when you shoot like a drill, like the flashlight goes on for like 10, 15 seconds. So fucking that's all that happened. So why was he so scared? Like, just let him run into the woods, let him run away. You already know who he is.
Exactly. You know, but you know the cops ran. They handled it perfectly up to that point. Up to that point, they had done everything right.
Just so everyone knows, on the street is a former police officer.
So before that point, they did everything right.
Right, yeah. Before.
Oh, you said after. After that point, they just totally screwed up.
Right. But up to that point, they you know, when the first police officer approached him, when they
I agree.
talked to every bit of that was just spot on, textbook perfect. Until he got mixed up, and then
until he got scared and started to run, and they just didn't think about, hey, we already have his license plate, his ID, his registration. We know where he lives. We know where he goes.
If you want to run after him, that's fine. Run after him if you want, but you don't have to shoot him. My goodness.
Yeah, you don't have to shoot him. Like, let him. If he gets away, he gets away, dude.
They had already searched him. They knew that he didn't have any other weapons. The taser has already shot, so he had no reload on that. He was weaponless. He was absolutely weaponless.
Yeah, they had already patted him down, searched him, questioned him. They were no longer in fear of their life.
Yeah.
They try to make it on the news. They try to show it like it's. They try to show it different than how we're explaining.
Yeah. Hey, JD, I'll answer JD's question.
They try to say it in his view and like why he's right, but their reasoning in the media for why it was not right for the cops to do it is not exactly right.
Like, at that point, it's retaliation. At that point, it was retaliation. JD, your question. Why don't they shoot someone in the leg or something? There's a lot of reasons for that. Number one, it's when you shoot a gun, it's you have to be able to justify killing the person, no matter where you shoot them. Even if you shoot them in the leg, if you hit the femoral artery, they're going to bleed out and going to be dead before you can get them help. So no matter where you shoot them, there's a possibility that you're going to cause death, and so you don't shoot anybody unless you're willing to take their life.
Let me back that up, bro, for JD.
It's not going to be like in Speed where Keanu Reeves is like aiming for the it's a barrage of bullets that people are just
Hold on. They're just too trigger happy, man. They're just too trigger happy.
Yeah, listen. And the police officer's policies for using the weapon, they have to prove that they are in fear for their life. So at that point, when you shoot, you're shooting to kill. And that is part of their policy, and it's there in many policies. You'll be able to read about it. They're going to be changing them.
Well, now I'll make a slight modification on that. When I was going through training, we were not taught to shoot to kill. We were shoot to stop all aggressive behavior. Now, how do you
when you have a taser, the taser's a non-lethal way. When you pull out the gun, that's the lethal way for the police.
It's a lethal way. Yeah, it's a lethal way of stopping all aggressive behavior. Yeah, sometimes that's the only way of doing it, but not usually. And
listen, so like over a decade ago, I think there was some dude who went and shot his boss at the Empire State Building, and he came out and like 4 other people were hit by the cops trying to shoot him.
Yeah.
Innocent bystanders. So weapons training on the police, it's twice a year sometimes, and they have to keep up, more, and a lot of them do. But even in those situations with a well-trained person, I think there's going to be some kind of error, like aiming. Unless there's that perfect muscle memory where you're aiming center mass, like Navy SEAL, like going in there every day,
Yeah, when you're hyped up, it's real hard to be that accurate.
Yeah, and another example is in Boston. Look at what happened when Tsarnaev ran over his brother getting away. When they finally tracked him down, and both things, whether you believe this happened or not.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Okay, so in both things, they let a whole bunch of bullets fly in both incidents, and there's no questioning that, I believe, because there are like journalist videos of the incident where they were out there and they recorded all these cops shooting hundreds of rounds, and then when they got him hiding out in a boat, they shot hundreds of rounds again, and one of them nicked him, I think, or something.
Yeah,
where he was hiding in the boat. That's just a horrible waste of ammo. And just the proof that it's not like you can't just shoot somebody in the leg to defuse the situation.
Yeah. Is it too late to put a little Cardi B in my power rating?
Hey.
Never too late, bro.
Nope, go for it.
See you later, Hillbilly Patriot. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for signing that petition.
Thanks, Noli D, for the love on feelings. And
it's coming up. Are you ready to play it?
And Bootlicker. I see you shouting out Tech 9. I actually performed for his label, for Strange Music. I did a show for them. I did an opening.
070, right? 070.
Guys aren't talking to the normal guy that's a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah,
this guy actually goes and does the shit.
Let's play this video.
Oh no! Let's check out that.
Bang in the title. The title's hidden on my screen. It's hidden.
Oh yeah, this one. So
it says bang.
The audio on this kind of got messed up, but it's still cool. We dropped it because my boy who I did this song with is from Colombia, and he had to go back home, so we didn't get to finish it. But we just dropped it anyway. So this one's cool, but the sound isn't perfect, or the mix anyway is not perfect on the record. But
all right, I'm gonna play it. Ready? Here we go. This one says TN
Quintero.
Feelings is probably the best one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
there we go.
I even forgot this one was on here.
Oh, but this one's called Bang.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it has Bang in it.
This one's kind of rated R, I think.
Oh, that's okay.
It's the shit you do when you riding with your homies. It's the shit you do when you screaming fuck the phonies. It's the shit you do when you rolling with the positive. It's that shit you do when you do it for your relatives. Having kids rhyme about that ish that they never lived. I can get more than you can take in this and tell a man. Memories, fire, flames, fuego. You can tell a king been around the world. They was buying what you selling in. Live from the underground. Lost fight with a buddy now. Imitation lovers now. I had to come around, fly with the gutter sound. Why? Y'all are really saying nothing lies. Don't mind me while I step to the grind. Got a 9 to 5. Lanes coming out to spend time. Money on my mind. Next stop, then it get made. Homie, this shit gon' I had a motherfucking dream. Martin Luther King. Stop on the gangbangs, dang. There you go gang. Acting like shit gon' change, man. And you see the plot. Top wanna see you niggas ride. Can't say I see a good cop, cause they all do the backs and shots. We ain't talking about the shot.
En el carro con los homies, gritándole a los motherfuckers que con la energía positiva somos todos la misma familia. Sentimientos, realidades de diversas nacionalidades. Todos trabajan de lunes a viernes para los sueños realizar y nadie duerme. Mi desahogo, mis amigos, mi música, esto es lo mío. En barrio fino, que creció. Mientras tanto ese verso va conmigo. Canta, canta, canta por vida. Canta, canta, never coming down. Canta, canta, canta por vida. Canta, canta, el Paris coming now. Canta, canta, canta por vida. Canta, canta, never coming down. Canta, canta, canta por vida. Canta, canta,
canta.
En noche de sorpresa la gente caliente. Música que suena en mi mente ausente.
Yeah, I like
monotonía del mundo normal.
Yeah, I don't even like this joint too much, to be honest. This is just like a vibe we did. Yeah, that one's whatever. That one's it's alright. But yeah, run that feelings, and then I'm probably gonna get out of here. I gotta bust a move.
Which one? Feelings?
Yeah. We're getting the news on the streets. Mobile is cooler. You see that?
Yeah, that's actually my old one. My new one's nicer than that one.
I know.
What's your name on YouTube? Alexander Noir.
Yeah, that's it. Just like that.
All right.
Right here, I got it right here. There you go. Hold on 1 second. There, right there. Alexander Noir. That's what you want to look up if you want to go see friend tonight, our guest that came on here tonight, Rice Krispies buddy. He came on to share some of his music and say hi. We're going to play this last one, and he's going to bounce, it says. So here we go.
Yeah, type 1 if you like this.
Type 1 if you like this. Type 2 if you don't like Rice Krispies.
I was looking at you like you could be the one. Plus you smiling back too, like should I give him some?
But wait, hold up, is that the vibe I'm giving you? You shouldn't step to me like you just like them other dudes.
I'm type grown up, I like your stuff. Why's it always gotta be either all or nothing?
Cause it's guys like you that say they wanna love, when you know that I just know that you just wanna fuck.
And women acting like sex ain't on their mind, but you rocking that shirt right between the breast line.
Also, just because a bitch just trying to be sexy, you try objectify, disrespect, don't test me.
Nah, it's not like that.
You should try to be clear. Y'all always saying
But
something.
that's not what you hear. If you listen for a second, I can take away your fears. We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see how we got here.
Feelings, caught up in your feelings. Just when you think it's all good and you're just chilling.
That poster in the back.
So it happens when I let you hit. I'ma be blowing up your phone and shit.
There you go, already anticipating the worst. We ain't even come alive and you driving the hearse.
Well, it's the reason why we feel this way. It wouldn't be like it, but it's all about the games y'all play.
Man, I know you ain't talking.
Yeah, I'm talking.
But is you walking when it comes to games? Women winning with the brother parking.
But that'd be cool if you stayed in one car. Uber and Lyft, y'all taking shit too far.
You talking shit.
You know what it is.
Let's just skip all that, girl, and come get this.
Feelings, caught up in your feelings. Just when you think it's all good and you're just chilling. But you're caught up in your feelings. Feelings, caught up in your feelings.
Yeah.
Just when you think it's all good and you're just
It's quite slapping.
caught up in your feelings.
I like the train concept.
Thank you.
You see that Stop the Sexual Violence poster in the background? That was perfect. You guys plan that?
Yeah, it's probably not planned. It was probably after the Me Too movement thing.
Or before it?
It was 2017, 18.
Yeah,
2018.
after it.
Bravo, bravissimo.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Thank you.
That was some money fine picking and singing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
tell
my
you what, you
homegirl.
stand right here on the dotted line, I'm gonna give you $10 each.
Yeah, that's my homegirl Bobby Storm. She's from Detroit, and we did that song.
Who got that
together.
Faust reference?
You said the what reference?
Faust.
Faust.
Yeah, that's the original deal maker. The one who made the deal with the devil.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Over my head.
Yeah.
Faust.
German.
Right. Yo, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm definitely down to come back another night.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Yo.
thank you so much, man. It was nice to have you on here. And you're welcome anytime. Come on
Yeah.
up. And we're here every Tuesday doing this kind of free chat.
Cool. Yeah, man. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep fighting the good fight. Peace and love. It's good to meet you, Wolfie. It's good to see you guys.
Yes,
Also, Noli D said she is gorgeous too. Just saying, that's right. Bobby Storm. We can't go out without saying, if you like him, and the girl that was in the video with him, that's Bobby Storm. She's a big name too. So go check them both out.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of big things. She just had one of her songs was just featured on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's blowing up. She's doing a lot of big things. So yeah, stay tuned. We got some more songs coming too together. So that's gonna be exciting.
Come out and film sometime, Alexander.
Oh yeah, man, you're in
Welcome.
Jersey too. I'm in Jersey, so you know if we're shooting something out here, I'll hit you up, pop out.
I'll get my way up there. I have other activist friends up there that do different things.
Somebody said that I should have like a secret ally in the crowd, like at a post office or something. I said, no, I prefer to do things organically. But if you go up there, you meet up with Wolfie, and say, actually, it is his constitutional right, sir. You should leave him alone. Just like kill it right there. That'd be great.
Exactly. I just gotta display their head a little bit, you know.
Somebody messing with Wolfie, you just like you drop your newspaper. if I may say so.
Sir, I don't think what you just did there was right. You know, sir, you should have a little more respect.
He doesn't need to.
It's just as simple as saying things like that. I mean, it's not hard to do.
Right.
What we do, you can do it your way, or you could just be the nice guy, you know,
right.
and just be like a polite dickhead, you know. So,
thanks for coming on again, bro. You did great, and we're looking forward to your new channel, man.
Yeah, guys, thank you, man. I'll be back on once I have it up and running. I'll probably try to jump back on then so I can promote it, and I have the link for you to have it ready.
Oh, we'll be ready. We'll be waiting for you.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Very
Peace
cool.
and love.
All right, bro.
All right, peace and love. Nice to see you, man.
All right. Hey, you know, you're talking about having somebody in the crowd. The way that I met Hoosier News Now was I had this friend of mine. I'd been telling him about First Amendment audits. I hadn't really started yet. It just was telling me I'd been watching for a long time, and for about last 2 or 3 weeks before this, he had started watching them, and he's running for state legislator in Indiana, and he was at the post office, and he sees Hoosier News Now, and he recognized that, oh, this is a First Amendment audit. This is what's happening. So he's kind of hung out to see what was going on. At first, Hoosier News Now thought he was like going to be against him. He's like, no, man, I know what you're doing. This is good. And so as the postal guy and cops started giving him a hard time, he's like, dude, don't you understand the First Amendment? He's just like jumping it right into it. and he starts recording and going Facebook Live. And that's cool. He won his primary. Now he's in the general election for state legislator. And he's like, let's follow the Constitution. Let's don't do any kind of BS beyond the Constitution. And that's it. But yeah, I'm actually his campaign, one of 2 campaign managers for him now. So
nice.
But yeah, it
How
was
about that Noah Never guy? You know Noah Never?
No.
Oh, he showed up when there was an auditor getting like their rights violated. He saw a live stream. He was like, "Oh, hell no!" And
Arizona auditor.
Arizona auditor, yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He came up off the live stream. He was sitting back, drinking his coffee like he always does. Because we all know Noah Never now, right? Because it's infamous. That video, you have to see it. He's live streaming. His kid's giving him shit. He's saying, "You're a piece of shit. You're fat. You're this. You're that." To the camera guy, Arizona auditor. You're a loser. You got nothing better to do. You have nothing in your life. He's just bullying him, right? Like the whole time. This kid.
Wolfie, hang on. Before you get in this story, I want to say thank you to everybody who showed love to my friend for coming on here. He had never done a live stream before. So that was really cool, you guys. Like,
he's got some great talent.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for showing that love. He felt welcome, I could tell.
Yeah.
Whether you like or dislike what he does, he's doing it enough to get noticed.
Yeah.
Why would he?
I thought it was great.
Like,
I think we saved his best work for last. I loved that last song. That was great.
Yeah.
So this guy, Arizona auditor, was getting bullied on the sidewalk by. It was him and his mom got pulled over. I believe it was, and his mom was the driver. So he was upset that he was recording the traffic stop. It is what it is. It's for he tried to explain it's just for their safety and, just to have a whole record of everything that's going on. This is, and believe me, this is well before George Floyd footage came out. That dude doesn't even do what we do. Who took that footage, but he got it. And that's what I was living for, trying to find that moment where I could really expose what's going on the streets. That's what I roam the streets for. I'm not sitting there trying to provoke anybody or whatever. All the trolls can say whatever they want. But so Noah Never is watching this live stream of Arizona auditor get berated by this lady's son. Just little twerp kid. And he had enough of it. He was like, I'm only 15 minutes away from there. So he got in his car with his coffee. I'm only assuming. Because he drinks coffee a lot, and got down there, and he was like, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He came up on the scene like, "What do you say to that guy?" And then he came, "That guy right there."
He's a fellow Marine, man.
He said, "I'm a Marine. I'm a fucking veteran, and he's fucking protecting our rights, our First Amendment rights." And he's like, "You better back the hell off, because I'm here for him now too. I'm here." And dude, it's the most amazing video, Indie News. You have to see it.
Monkey in the house. What's up?
It's on Noah Never's. Well, it's on Arizona Auditor's channel.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. You never saw that one?
I've never seen that.
News Now South Florida. You never seen it?
I didn't see that one either, man. I don't think so.
Oh my God!
That's a long thinking.
It happened on the 4th of July last year.
Maybe I saw it. Maybe your description was just so bad that I didn't recognize it.
It came out on the 4th of July last year. Arizona Auditor came out with a video where he was doing a cop watch. So if you go to Arizona Auditor, you just flip through. He's not like putting videos out every day, so it's not going to take you an eternity to get to 12 months back. And then you'll see this video where he's doing this cop watch, and Noah Never comes out of nowhere like he's like a WWE superstar. And he's a big dude too, yo. And he comes out, he's like, "I'm a veteran. That dude's fighting for my rights." You know what I'm saying? You ever took an oath to the Constitution, you little piece of shit? He's so mad. He's like, he's always been sorry for like the way he handled it. But man, Noah Never is the shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the Arizona Auditor's site. There's a whole bunch of them that are.
Monkey 83's in here. Hold on, I'm gonna shout out to Monkey 83, man. Monkey 83.
I already
used to watch this dude before. Well, look, I'm not always here to pay attention.
Yeah, right.
Monkey 83. I used to watch him and admire like his work before, I even started doing my shit.
So I'm on from a year ago on Arizona Auditor, but there's a bunch of stuff from a year ago.
Yeah.
How am I gonna find this one, bro?
Well, Arizona Auditor, you just go down about 12 months, or it'll probably say 11 months, because it's 11 months. Into the 11-month section, it's a long ass live stream. You got cut to like the halfway point. You start seeing what's going on, and then unless he took it down.
The Free Mexican Padilla 2.5 hour live stream.
It's a traffic stop. Maybe it is. I don't know. Sam Joaquin used to have it on his channel, but he had his issue with his main channel.
Monkey, what's up, bro?
Are you guys really shouting out to Monkey like 2 minutes after I did? Really?
Yeah, I just got back.
You know what?
Oreo cookie.
Monkey deserves it.
Things.
Everybody else, shout out to Monkey right now. Everybody in the comments say, "Monkey, what's up, bro?
Monkey, what's up, bro?"
We should all shout him out, but I was the first one. So I'm just saying.
He got 2 memes, and it's with his 2 costumes. I thought that was awesome. The unsuppressed ones that I was talking about.
Oh, the memes.
Yeah, Monkey got 2 of them.
Monkey got 2?
Yeah,
that's fucked up, man. Fuck that. Monkey shouldn't have 2. You should spread the wealth a little bit. You should have gave a News Now South Florida one.
Yeah, what the hell? How did he not do a keep on for me? What the hell?
The unicorn.
Yeah, the unicorn meme is great. All of them are great. I love them all.
I thought they were awesome.
I'm not too happy about mine. No, I'm just kidding. It's great. I'm gonna be in the watch people dying inside video.
Yo, I want to say this right here. What's up?
Was it a day or a night video?
It was nighttime.
It might be this free Mexican Padilla.
It's like probably very blankly like hold on. I'm gonna look right now. Right here for like a shortened version.
There was a Tempe hour-and-a-half live stream.
I'm gonna search for the video right here. Cop watching with Noah Never.
Yeah. Do you hear that?
What?
Remember that dude? If you guys want a visitation, I can request it.
Oh, here it is. I got it right here.
Okay,
Right, which one is
hold
it?
up there.
Hold on, I got you.
Tell me which one it is, and I can throw it up because you can't throw it up.
I got you. It's called Share the Footage. Is the name of the channel.
Wow, that's
With
a good one.
spaces. Share the Footage. And if
I'm
you
looking
search Share the Footage and you look for channel, you'll find him. He has 784 subscribers. Everybody go over and subscribe to that guy.
Oh,
He
it's not
shared
under Arizona?
the Noah Saves the Day Happy 4th trash talking punk put in his place is what he called it.
Nice. And Leslie Sylvan did an Unsung Heroes video, and she included him. Of course, she's awesome. Monkey says, "Hey, Rice Krispie, what's the difference between a cop and the round he just killed a man with? We at least know the bullet was fired."
Wow.
Now, the bullshit starts around like 20 minutes in that video.
Hold
and
on,
then you can
Wolfie, hold on. All right, I'm in Share the Footage. I'm at about 11 months ago, a year ago. Which one is it?
11 months ago because it's July 4th and July hasn't finished yet, so it's
Okay,
gonna say
which one?
11.
Which one? Which one?
Noah Saves the Day.
Okay, I got it.
Happy 4th. It happened on the 4th of July. This was amazing.
All right, hold on. I'm almost there. All right, here it is. Where am I going to? About how far?
I would say start at 20 minutes. Like a couple minutes before that's it. The kid just
this is
talking
it.
shit.
Remember this whole thing.
Right here?
Yeah, and you can skip ahead whenever you want. I'll look ahead to see where Noah hasn't come up yet.
This is where the punk starts talking shit to him.
He smiled earlier.
I'm smiling right now for you guys. There you go.
Yeah, there they are.
The
Ooh.
picture, video,
Ugly. Ugly as fuck, man.
Here it is, guys.
Man,
We
if my
got
dog
mom
was
and
as ugly
son.
as you, I'd shave its butt until it walked backwards. Exactly. Sandlot, bitch.
Mom and son, come.
Oh, you're probably there when it was made. That's how old you are. You're probably in your 40s, huh? Mid 40s?
Yeah, 83rd McDowell.
Early 50s?
Are you even from here?
Yeah, he's from here.
People make fun of people's ages because they're scared of dying themselves.
Now, if you skip the 40, this is a bunch of bullshit and trash
Please
talking.
don't get in
If
my
you skip
personal
the
space.
40 minutes,
I'm gonna defend
you'll
myself
get to
here.
where Noah
That's
comes.
the time my fucking end your life right
The cops are watching these bootlickers just.
I can walk for miles.
Yep, just letting it happen, not interfering.
And they're the ones who got pulled over,
Look like it. You're too fat.
right?
Yeah, well, describe what's happening right now for everybody who's
All
lost.
right,
like-
for everybody who's lost, right? This kid is trashing Arizona auditor right now for like about 25 to 30 minutes. Was just picking on his weight, saying I got a job, calling him this word, that word, the worst shit you could ever say. So it was getting disgusting, and his mom was helping him, right? And no one ever had enough. And at the 40-minute mark of this video, which is called Noah Saves the Day, Happy 4th, Trash Talk. I don't know how much more you have to put in there. Trash Talking Punks put in his place.
All right. So the light, the light that we're seeing right now, is somebody that's.
That's the son. That's the son of the woman that was pulled over. That he's trying to help them. He's trying to help them. He's trying to record the cops to make sure they're okay.
All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, put those two together. It's Fugly!
You hear him? You're fugly. Blah blah blah. He just
taking his little bitch out, aggression out on him. He's a little bitch and he's taking it out.
yo, Arizona auditor like handled it so good.
Yeah, he's staying professional. He's recording the cops.
Traffic stop. Better view for you guys.
Yeah.
No one never comes out from behind them, and it all changes. It's crazy.
This fucker's got it too.
This guy has a Transformers t-shirt on.
Yeah.
No,
I just want to say, and I'm sure Rights Crispy would confirm, that I would be very respectful to this guy right now. I would be an extremely respectful person.
Not bad.
I'm sure if you've watched any of my videos, you'd see that I would be very respectful.
Me too. Me too. I understand exactly why they freak out.
Email you and text message you and all that kind of fun stuff. All this fucker knows how to do. I bet all those friends from different states, bro. You ain't got one friend here. Where are they?
Oh, that's what Noah says. I'm his friend. He walks up watching the live stream.
Wow, wow.
He does have a friend.
On this. It's just great. I haven't seen this in a year.
Watch this shit.
You can make 2 private jokers.
It's about to happen. Right here.
Check it out, guys. Perfect. Perfect.
This is after 30 minutes of verbal assault and being accosted.
Perfect. Whoever suggested that is genius. You couldn't handle the circle.
Comes out like he's the Undertaker.
That him in the background?
I think so.
Yeah, I got that earlier.
Yep, there he comes.
Here he comes.
Here he
I see him.
Nobody ever knew this guy before this. He was just a guy that commented on our videos.
You said he doesn't have one friend. You know who his friend is? I'm his friend, motherfucker.
Right on.
You know who I am? I'm fucking Noah. Noah never. That's right. You're fucking talking about he can't do a fucking push-up? Why'd you shut your fucking mouth? You never served this country. I did.
Yeah, calm down.
Okay, where'd you serve?
Now the cops want to stop. Now the cops are trying to do
Your
something.
fucking job. All right? I fucking served my country, retired U.S. veteran. You let him speak to him like that? And you're, who are you? Mary Poppins?
Yes.
You're using. You know what you're talking. You hear what he's fucking saying to him? You hear to do something. Calm down. I'm right here.
No, don't calm down. You do your job.
Yeah. First of all, he's decided.
I'm sorry, I get fired up with this shit too.
I love it.
All right. First of all, your scene awareness is completely egregious. Excuse me, officer. What's your name? Officer.
There you go, guys. There you go.
Right on.
He took off. He went back to his car.
That was awesome.
Real quick.
Yo, watch this. This is the best part.
You got me. No one never. And no one's gonna fuck with you. You understand?
Appreciate that, brother.
These fucking 2 cops, lineman officers that don't know their fucking job. And that fucking runt was talking to you like a piece of shit. That's bullshit. He never served this country. I did. I served in the Army and the Marine Corps. He's telling you you can't do a fucking pull-up. He never wore the uniform and he's worried about you doing a fucking pull-up.
That's
I should
awesome.
shut your fucking mouth.
Right
I served
on,
this fucking
man.
country, you fucking teenage runt. Do you know who this man is right here? He's an auditor, a First Amendment auditor. Did you ever read the First Amendment? You're not even old enough to read bubblegum wrappers.
Yes.
Freedom of speech,
It is, guys.
freedom of press, freedom to assemble, freedom to watch these blue douchebags do their fucking job.
Unfucking believable.
Oh,
isn't that the most beautiful piece of freedom you
go?
I cannot believe you got 2 line officers blocking traffic and not even be able to control a 15-year-old runt who makes fun of a First Amendment auditor who's practicing his First Amendment rights. 2 fucking douchebags. And you wonder why you earn the hate. Yeah. You don't even know how to do your job as a policeman. What the hell did you learn in the academy? Unfucking believable. And that little runt talking about the military, I'd like to see him in boot camp for 12 weeks in the Marine Corps. Let him fucking wear a uniform and then tell this First Amendment auditor what the fuck he needs to do. That worthless scumbag over there telling you, making fun of you. I counted 40 times in which he degraded you verbally, cursed at you 40 fucking times, and you provide a service for that fucking runt. Do you realize that he was watching you so those guys don't mistreat you? Do you realize that, you piece of garbage?
Amen.
Awesome, bro. Unbelievable. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but when these cops allow a teenager who never served this country make fun of a First Amendment auditor, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. See, there he is right there. There you go. Piece of garbage. You make your mother proud, son. You make your mother proud. And all he did was quote verses, right? All he did was quote verses from a movie. He takes jargon from a military movie and he's quoting it in your face. That has to be the biggest joke on this great July 4th, in which you could celebrate our freedoms. And he's celebrating his freedom on July 4th as a First Amendment auditor of the U.S. Constitution, and you're a runt. You're nothing. You're a millennial runt who doesn't even know what the
Props to Noah Never, yo. He was there for that guy.
You know what the fucking First Amendment is, too.
That was awesome.
Wasn't that epic?
I'm his friend. You said he doesn't have no friends? I'm his friend.
Wow.
And I'm here right now. What's up? And you see how fast he backed off. Yeah. He was like, oh, shit, he has backup. That's why we go out with backup, man, because there's people like that out there that's going to cost you. And the cops will do nothing.
He did say blue shbag. Yes, he did, YouTube watcher.
Blue douchebags.
Yep, he said blue shbag.
Oh, I thought he said blue douchebag.
Shout out to Eric Brandt.
Blue douche. Shout out to Eric Brandt, of course, and always.
Oh, man. That was great. I loved it when the
never
cops
forget. No, never.
The cops.
He's the one.
I loved it when the cops who just ignored everything going on, and then as soon as this guy shows up, oh no, we got to get involved.
Now we have to separate.
Man, he let him have it, and he did it.
He was fed up. He like everybody who says I wanted to throw my phone or I wanted to punch my computer, like. He was like, I'm right down the street, yo. I'm going to punch these motherfuckers in the face, man.
He kind of reminds me of the dude from Falling Down, the movie Falling Down. He's
yeah.
Like, we're done.
Douglas?
Yeah. Mike Douglas.
I think we've all been there a time or two.
What's up, Piner in Florida? What's up,
Monkey
man?
says, Eric Brandt is my friend. Eric Brandt is all of our friends.
Eric Brandt is every auditor's friend.
Every American's friend.
That's a great, yes, he's every American's friend.
Preach and amen.
On point, 100%. YouTube watcher, your name is on point, 100%. You watch every channel. Do you watch Andrew Camerata? I love Andrew Camerata. I always bring that up too. Or Plasmo.
Who is this YouTube watcher you speak of?
With the most.
I'm just kidding.
YouTube watcher.
He's everywhere. I'm just kidding. He's everywhere.
He's watching YouTube everywhere.
I think YouTube watcher is the Google AI. Click on the link.
I remember when I used to be a really good YouTube watcher. I suck at it.
I remember when I used to be this. That was when I said that joke last week. Hey, so also shout out to News Now South Florida for the delicious, gigantic, oxymoronic shrimp that you
Yes.
that I was able to cook up in a tempura today.
I have 40 pounds of this shrimp left. I have so much shrimp, it's insane.
Where'd you get all the shrimp from, dude?
I went down to the docks and
Mud
bought,
shrimp?
No, they're pink shrimp. They're big pink shrimp. I went down to the docks and bought 2 bags that were like 30-something pounds each. It's ridiculous.
Right.
They're huge. And they're supposed to be U12s, which means there's about 12 per pound. But there's like 9 or 10 per pound. These freaking things are monsters. They're insane. They're so good.
Man,
So I went up last weekend to Rice Krispies house and spent the night, and we went out and did some auditing and hanging out. And I brought 3 pounds of shrimp so that we could cook and hang out and have a little cookout. But we ended up auditing so much that we didn't get to cook anything, so he got to keep all 3 pounds of shrimp himself. That was nice.
All it was 3 pounds. It's like, okay, I just took 5 of them out, and I haven't even dented that bag.
Nice. So we get to see a whole bunch
Wait,
of
hold on, do it again.
videos.
All right, do it again. Turn off your green screen. Oh, your green screen's messing it up.
Right. Hold on.
Turn off your green screen and show these freaking monsters. They're little, like Godzilla would have trouble choking down more than a couple of them.
Supreme mud shrimp.
Yeah, well, they're pink shrimp, which is off of the keys. Oh, your phone's off.
I heard of like mud shrimp from lobsters before from someone.
I don't know. I know rock shrimp is what you usually get at the store. Bam!
Sweet potato and some broccoli.
There's some shrimp right there.
Oh, you went to a video or something.
Yeah, that's where I popped open that beer with your.
Nice. Oh, you didn't even send that to me.
No, I'll send it to you.
Tiger shrimp, monkey. You're right. Tiger shrimp are pretty badass.
Oh my God! Breaking news.
Pretty good.
Rice Krispie popped open a beer while he ate seafood one night. Oh shit! Okay.
That's him making some tempura, some iced
Freaking savages.
Taking the foam off the top. See, I know what you're doing. Mixing up that tempura after the foam's gone, the ice is gone, and bam, tempura shrimp and broccoli.
And sweet potato.
And sweet potato. I'm sorry. Yeah. 5
flaky good.
5 shrimp, and you were full, right? I mean, you were full after that.
I was replete.
Replete. Yes.
You can snap a louse in half on my belly with your thumbnail.
Savage. See.
Yeah, they were nice, man. They're nice.
Delicious.
Yeah, I need to get back down there to Florida. I'm anticipating that Florida's going to have 100,000 mysterious deaths from whatever soon because they keep targeting Florida.
Okay, my wife works in an overflow hospital, and it's overflowed.
The overflow hospital is overflowed?
Yes.
Nice. That can't be good.
No, it's not.
So it's everybody has COVID?
Pretty much.
COVID. So are they okay? I mean, I'm just saying, like I don't know how it works.
JD says, coming to Florida.
All I have to say is if you go on a respirator, your heart will never be the same.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
That's it.
La Cinquitera.
What do you got? Your European trip playing behind you?
No, just that one picture. This was from
He's not allowed. He's not allowed to. Master says no.
YouTube watcher. YouTube watcher says everybody already has HPV and herpes. Why not COVID also?
Wow.
Right. Yeah, Rice Krispie has to do a deep fake if he wants to go over to another country right now.
Oh,
Because-
speaking of deep fakes, we revisited one of Wolfie's videos. He went to a place here in Pinellas Park and found Captain Geisenberger right here on my chest.
Oh yeah, we
Right here on
went
my chest.
To visit Captain Geisenberger right here on my chest.
Mhm.
Wait. You're not saying his whole name. You're not saying his whole name.
Oh, yeah.
It's Geisenberg. What is it? Geisenberger? Is that what it is?
Geisenberger right here on my chest.
with no hyphens. You got to add that.
No hyphen. No hyphen. You have to. That's the end of his name.
My chest, no hyphen. Wasn't there
Right here on my
that day.
chest, there's no hyphens.
Right. He was not there, but I did ask his
I
lieutenant.
appreciate that, guys, man.
We were there. We were there.
He told me a little bit about it.
If
Pretty
anybody
funny.
wants to know the entire Pinellas Park police force, this is their list here.
Yeah, a guy Geisenberger. Call him up sometimes. Be like, yo, what's up, Geisenberger? Am I old enough to know about what's going on with your officers?
You don't look
Guy's
like you're
crazy.
dressed. You don't look like you're dressed old enough.
Hey, man, I don't look old enough to even be out in public, I guess.
You should have told him, like, I'm sorry you got all those city miles on you, bro, but I got.
I said, you know, for the FBI Academy, which he was. I mean, Wolfie just attracts the FBI Academy graduates. The guy from Morrison Township, or what's that township you were in? Not Morrison Township.
What, Egg Harbor Township?
Harrison Township, right?
Oh, Harrison Township. The guy, the township administrator. Yeah, he's
That guy
crazy.
was an FBI graduate too, Academy graduate. So
Was he?
Has a picture of himself on the Pinellas Park Police Department executive staff bios and stuff. And this picture is from like 20 years ago when he was roiding, and you couldn't tell that that's him today. So I asked them if they had ever seen Catfish, the MTV movie and TV show, where people try to like capture people, like catfishing them, giving them fake pictures. They didn't like that. But that's what that is. Don't catfish we the people. We want to know who is actually patrolling our streets, not who they were 20 years ago, what they look like then. We need to know what you look like today.
Yeah, stop catfishing us. I went to the damn DMV, right? My old ID used to say, don't arrest me on the collar. It's on the banner of my YouTube channel. But I went back and they were like, no, you can't have it. The lady that I was with when I got the picture taken, she was so happy. She was like, that's funny as hell. Come on, let me help you. You got to stretch your neck out a little bit to get it up there. Then the next lady was like, no, you can't. I thought I could just reuse my picture. I mean, that's what everybody else has done, right? A lot of people do that, is reuse their picture from when they were younger and looked better in it. But whatever. It is what it is. The damn government is, you signed a contract, you do this right now. And you're like, oh my God.
I look
For a
same now as
license.
I did 10 years ago, and I'm going to look this way when I'm 10 years from now. Old.
Right. I want that old picture back. I'm demanding it the next time I go to get my ID taken. I want my picture from 4 pictures ago.
All right, let me see if I can get this one in here. You guys aren't waiting for me to put my low and brown picture up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
That's the low and brow tent at Oktoberfest. So, how long we been on? Almost 3 hours?
Yeah, almost 3 hours. It's about time to shut it down, I'd say.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Any news on the street?
Always enjoy it, guys.
Any news, you're here every week, and we love your company. Please continue to come and join us.
Come whenever I can. Yeah.
I always love to.
Unfortunately, the campaign that I co-manage, we've been for a long time have been doing our campaign meetings on Tuesday nights. I'm trying to get them to do those quicker and get over it with quicker so I can get on here.
Right on. And Wolfie, you're here just about every week, and we tolerate you. But if you can sneak your way in, in the future, that'd be cool.
I'll be around there. There's gonna be something going on. I always love being around you guys and everybody in the comments. So props to all you guys, you and the commenters that would rather sit in the comments. It's fine. We love that. We would love to see Leslie Sylvan do a bang one time. I know she's not afraid of the camera.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen her on video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she does her videos, but we'd love to see her one night. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
She jumped up on our stream once back in the day.
That sounds like popular demand.
Yes.
And everyone else, thank you all so much for joining us. All you regulars, Bootlicker, Ronald, Piner, a whole bunch of you all. Noli, I don't know if you're still in here, but everybody that's, our regulars, HPR, thank you all for joining us. We love to see you guys in the chat. We love to see you up on the panel. You guys are what makes our channel keep going. So thank you so much for joining us, like always. Rice Crispy, always a pleasure. You're the man.
Bro.
You can talk more than any one of us.
in more languages than
Wolfie's still
together. You talk good. And we'll see you guys. What's Thursday? Thursday we've got a special guest.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I could get Richard on here.
Richard, right. That little video I played earlier from the guy who went to prison and now they want to put him back in, even though he's been a pillar of his community. We're hoping to get him on. So hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday. And
all right.
We'll see you all Thursday.
All right.
Happy banging until Thursday. We'll see you all then.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.